Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a sensational Sunday night, and we are back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just brings you more live streams than anybody else out there, and we have NXT Vengeance Day on tap tonight. It's going to be a fun one. 3 title matches, a Dusty Classic final, and so much more. Plus, we got lots to talk about. Never has a fan base been so divided since Team fucking Vampire versus Team Werewolf. But we're going to get into all of that here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, get in that chat, strap on, strap in, grab your feel goods, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We're live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just brings you more live wrestling coverage than anyone else out there. We are the ones that are your alternative commentary to all the wrestling. Tonight's a fun one, a stacked night for Vengeance Day. We're going to get into all of it. What is going to happen with Carmelo and Trick? You know, what's going to happen with the Dusty Classic? Are the new Cowboys in Braun and Corbin going to win the belt? So much to dive into, plus a women's title on the line as well. Joe Gacy's lost his mind and is going to take on the Dijakinator. Okay. And
I didn't know you were bitching to that. Okay.
Not yet. But, ladies and gentlemen, I will remind you for the next few hours, you're going to hang out with Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and I guess because I missed my spot the last time, now we'll do it this time. Do it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I didn't warn you. See, unscripted, folks, unplanned, unprepared sometimes, but we are always ready to go.
I didn't have that line in my script here. I didn't have that line.
But I just figured when I said Dijak, you just jump right into it.
I try not to interrupt you because you kind of just, it's like a stream of consciousness with your intros. So I'm just letting you this man's cook. I was going to use, yes, I've never seen fan base torn more asunder here than whether your team Trick Mellow or whether your team Wolf Dogs.
Right. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, the buzz continues to swirl around. Now, hashtag We Want Rock is a thing, and people petitioning for Respect the Rock, which I don't know how well that's going over. People still, clamoring about this whole Cody situation. More and more people want the Cody Rhodes. And I mean, they're in interesting times, Nick. I don't know what they're going to do. If there's anything they can do, are they going to stay the course? Are they going to augment at all? I have no idea.
Well, we can talk about this, but I think that they're now getting forced where they've got to do the triple threat here. To where there was even the video, granted, fresh salt on the wound, so take that with what you will. But when they're showing the video package at the last house show and everything, and it's boo. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
I think they may force their hand.
Well, I mean, they got a couple options. I think they could run Hollywood Rock back, where we get his old entrance, the Hollywood
out-heel Roman.
Well, people like cheering for Roman a little bit. But that one's a tough one. What if they go ahead with the match? They let the match happen, right? And then as that match comes to an end, there's a referee bump. There's that usual nonsense that happens in a Roman match. But this time, it's not Jimmy. It's not Solo. Cody Rhodes slides into the ring and hits a crossroads on the Rock. And then looks at Roman and says, "You're next, bitch." And then rolls out and helps Roman retain the title because that's his story to finish, not The Rock's.
You're going to do that in Philadelphia and not expect a riot?
I think they'd go nuts, but they
would. They'd just be, the streets would be burning. Babies would be thrown in the air.
Would that not put Cody even more over as the people's champion, more over as the guy if he screwed The Rock that everyone hates right now?
But he could. I see what you're trying to do there, but he could have been in the fucking match.
You're like, why didn't you just wrestle?
Why didn't you just be in the match, dumbass?
Well, they wouldn't let him. This is his screw Triple H, screw the WWE, screw TKO, and
no, the only people that know that they wouldn't quote unquote let him are the people that read the dirt sheets, the people on Twitter, the IWC, the people that are mad about this and everything. Mm-hmm. If you're a regular fan, you just think Cody just gave this up.
Well, yeah, like I said, like they really did try and sell the Olay. Like, don't be mad. I am happily handing this off to this dude, even though I look miserable. So,
right. Did you see the latest controversy that they edited the video and then put it back up? No.
We all know. It's not.
But has this though, on the reverse side, made Cody Rhodes your new Daniel Bryan? There was tons of fans that were the same fans that are cheering for Cody now were sick of him when he won the Rumble a second time. Yeah. Thought it was too predictable that we're getting Roman versus Cody and we're finishing the story and all that. Already had everything planned out and where we're going past that. Now, because you took that opportunity away, and now the authorities working against Cody.
That's why Cody should
babyface.
That's fuck Roman, fuck Rock at Mania. Just come running out, hit a crossroads, wave to Roman. This is mine, and then roll back out and run away.
But you could have been there.
Dude, I've been thinking about this all day.
It'd be like if Josh Allen showed up right now and just cost Patrick Mahomes the fucking Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, and how many Bills fans, if you're an Allen fan, if you're a Bills fan, and out of nowhere, Josh Allen just sacks Mahomes mid-fourth quarter, you're all going to pop for Allen. He'd be the biggest hero ever.
Yeah, but for half a second, then it's just like you look like a fool. Like you play to win the game. You were supposed to be there. If you wanted to be in the game, then get there. You had the golden ticket to be there. You had the golden ticket to Roman's title factory there.
Yeah, fair enough. My mindset was just like, it's almost Austin-esque, right? Like,
but that's a bold strategy to do that in Philadelphia as well, though. You got to take into account where you are.
Imagine if he's standing in the aisleway with his arms out, and the crowd just goes wild. Cody. That's what they fuck Cody. Cody fucked them.
But what if you could do something like that? What if it's? But wait! It's not going to just be me versus you. You thought that he wasn't going to be here. Mm-hmm. And then Cody comes out then or something like that. And then you introduce him because
I'm struggling with the triple threat idea. I really am. And a lot of people have suggested it because now we're working backwards for sure. Because why not just then say, I don't know. It just feels like
you have an excuse of how The Rock got in there.
What's that?
You have a reason as to how The Rock got in there.
Yeah, but if you're going to have a battle for the head of the table, but Cody's also there, it seems. So if Cody wins, is he the champion and the head of the table?
I mean, maybe.
Your new tribal chief.
New Woe Chief. Captain America, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I mean, Thursday is going to be very interesting because Thursday they're doing the kickoff press conference. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people are actually going to be in attendance, but if that group there is chanting like we want Cody the whole time, it's going to put them in a very interesting spot. Now, there's a lot of people that have come out and spoke up against, even a Ricochet of the toxic IWC. So, Ricochet kind of putting the IWC in its place today of, in support. Now, he did put hashtag we want Cody out as well.
Right.
So did Logan Paul because he's just like stirring up shit. But yeah, man, I really think that my biggest fear for them is the main event gets hijacked and it is an awful time.
Yeah, that's really, I think, the biggest concern. And that's why I think it may have initially been the plan to do this. And then they didn't expect it to be this much of a backlash. And it's almost, they've backslid into now you've made a new Daniel Bryan, like I said. So now if you do the triple threat, you don't have to worry about that match getting hijacked. But like you said, that press conference is going to be really telling. If that gets hijacked and in any way, then they're going to know they're going to have to read the room and change course.
And again, I think there's two pickles here right now. One, what are we doing with the Elimination Chamber? What will it mean? Because if Cody is going to fight Seth and Rock is going to fight Roman, what is the purpose? Maybe there is no men's elimination chamber.
But we don't know that Cody's fighting Seth. We just assumed that.
Well,
That
he
could
should.
still
If
be
he's
Drew
not fighting
versus. It
Roman.
could still be Drew, because once you like having, if you're gonna have babyface Cody, sorry, let me finish. You have babyface Cody. If he's in the triple threat, we win that way. I think we course correct there. And then you get Drew versus Seth, and you don't want heel Drew now that just trolls everybody on Twitter and just talks mad shit as a champion.
Yeah, okay. So if Cody goes that way, as it is, as of now,
as it stands now, I see your point though.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, like Cody, if Cody is not, like, Cody outright said, "I want to fight you, but it won't be at WrestleMania." So he's got a title shot for WrestleMania. So by process of elimination, it's going to be Seth. Then what do you do with the elimination? Like, how does the elimination chamber matter? They're in a pickle.
Yeah, I could see it. They'll make the logic jump and say that it's to be involved in one of those matches or something. They'll add a third person in there, to which I saw PS Pitchfork asked who would take the pin in the triple threat. So if we do the triple threat with Cody, Rock, and Roman, who takes the pin for you?
It won't be The Rock. It won't be Roman. So we got a problem.
I think it might be Dwayne.
Dwayne, you think, for all the, okay, if all the bad press about Dwayne politicking is true, there's no friggin' way.
I don't think that it is.
I also don't think that it is. So yeah, I mean, I truly think that they all came together and they came up with a plan. And on paper, they had a really good plan. Right. Seth is going to say this stuff. Cody's going to say this stuff. The Rock's going to show up and everyone's going to kumbaya. And execution just didn't turn out the way they hoped at all. So, well, I don't know.
It's realistically, it's still, they're giving us what we've wanted. We just are petulant children and just, I don't want this right now. It's literally of like, well, you can have dessert. Well, you can have ice cream. Well, no, I want cookies. Well, you can have ice cream right now. Well, I wanted ice cream yesterday.
Yeah. The same people that said Cody Rhodes' story is over and is a waste because he didn't win last Mania are now furious that it, and again, I said it last night, dude. We don't know, just because Cody was going to fight Roman, we don't know that the story was going to get completed at WrestleMania. He could have went 0-2 against the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, well, you and I talked about this before we got live, and shout out to the chat, by the way.
Yeah, we're getting to you. Don't worry, folks. Get in there. Get in there.
Shout out Bradley for becoming a member. And is the predictions title on the line? Yes, it is. So we'll drop the prediction or the start of the predictions in the chat and then close it off right around probably ding ding here for each match.
We're about 16 minutes away from the start of Vengeance Day. The pre-show is on already. Right now, we're talking about Joe Gacy and Dijak. But yes, when the matches kick off, just a regular old predictions title. No super chats necessary, but appreciated if you do go that route. And we will put this belt on the line tonight.
Right. But we were talking before we went live. You brought this up specifically of modern wrestling fans, if they were around in the era of when you had Dusty having to take 3-4 years and even crossing across territories and everything to continue a story. Not this, well, it's got to happen within a year, within one season. You've got to go start the season on one story and end the season on that story.
Yeah. And again, I think I said it in the beginning of this whole process. I've said it a lot. Fans get pre-mad. Like, they get mad before they know what the story is, right? They're like, we're in, the third act, and before we get to where we're going, everyone already has a preconceived idea, and they're already they're pre-pissed off. And the lack of patience from wrestling fans, it blows my mind, because all I hear from the real wrestling fans out there is storytelling, long-term storytelling. All right, we're going to take our time. We're going to give Roman a 3-year run. Oh, this sucks. This is boring. He's had the belt too long. I'm sick of it. You can't have it both ways.
Absolutely. It's even going back to the Attitude Era that everyone still pines over. You had long stories that played out. You didn't have just this. It paid off in a month or two.
Well, you think of Austin, right? Like the big moment, like kind of outside of the 316, There's Austin. You think Austin's going to beat Brett, and he passes out in that infamous bloody face spot, right? He didn't leave that night as the champion. He passed out. We went home with Brett still with the belt. Like,
right.
We had to wait for things. And if that was 2024, people would be like, "Oh, it's stupid. I can't believe Austin lost. They buried him because he passed out. This is ridiculous." I don't know, man. Like, I mean, again, we might get Cody somehow back into this main event, but there's no guarantee. Like, I want to see the fan reaction if he doesn't win. Now, here's another little take for everybody out there. Nick, since Friday, where everyone's saying, "Oh, the WWE's monitoring this, and the WWE's concerned about the." How much have we talked about Vince McMahon since Friday?
None.
They're pretty right now. They're pretty happy right now. Talk away, argue away. Hashtag we want anything but Vince.
That's a incredibly valid point that everybody misses and forgets about entirely because it's new, shiny here in front of you. And even then, they're getting nothing but press, whether you're talking about how you can't stand that The Rock came in here and you are hoping or happy for him, you're hoping for Cody, whichever way you lean on it.
Yep.
You're getting clicks, they're getting attention, they're getting buzz, they're getting talked about.
Right. US Today, USA Today, Sports Center, TMZ, every Tom, Dick, and Harry that calls himself a reporter of some kind are talking about Cody Rhodes and The Rock. And that's what they wanted. That's what they were hoping for. And I know they were hoping that it wouldn't be this negative of a response, but all that negative press, all that talk about Triple H fumbling the media is all gone.
And well, I know that you say that they may have not wanted the negative response and everything, but think about since that moment has happened, we've been on stream now collectively, I want to say roughly like 4 hours or so. And the majority of our time on air has been talking about this.
Yeah. And we don't want to negate the fact that there is a big pay-per-view tonight, 3 title matches, like we said. We just had Joe Gacy testing out some weapons. That's going to be intriguing. I really want to know what's going to happen to the Dusty Classic. And I think the big thing everybody's curious about going into tonight, Nick, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, is this the DIY moment? Is this the Kevin Sammy moment?
But I think it is. If we want to get into predictions, or we can just talk to the chat, however we want to do that.
Let's do both. So people, you can give us your predictions. Don't give us your match predictions because it's hard to count them when they're all over the place. But you can talk about what you think is going to transpire here tonight, and we will say hello to the people. Starting with EQ, he's got a whole bunch of popcorn. Welcome.
Right.
Bradley, a member for 3 months. I appreciate it. We love that you're a member. Can't wait. I just finished watching Alpha 1. Wrestling, Ethan Page's wrestling promotion, and now watching that's some deep cuts, my guy.
Well, that's where I think Small Mark put that in our Discord, because that's where the Max Caster line came out. And speaking of Vince McMahon, Max Caster's freaky with the words like Vince McMahon. Right.
Did you catch Cardona trolling again last night?
That was great.
He's too good. Damien, good
rock bottoms and people's elbows in that match, everything.
See Money, how you doing?
I like this. Careful with that stuff, but we don't want you ODing on wrestling. Nick dial 9-1, and when I say dial 1 again.
James and KC's back with us. Chambers is in the house. James and KC, we got you. Baby Man Gaming. See Money, of course. We've already talked about you and your wise ass. Juan Jackson's back with us. Good to see you. Easy Bake, the former or the current, one of the current with James.
The reigning defending
champion. We'll see how that goes tonight. KC, welcome back, big guy. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. King Jordan, welcome back. Kyle, Dale, every time I feel bad. But Dale, the OG, good to see you, buddy. Real Wyatt with us. We want both Cody and now you're just, hey, I mean,
you're the man that says be greedy, so you shut up. You stop talking.
Yeah, I'm fucked. It's my own gimmick.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think there's ways around it. I still love the idea that Cody beat Seth night 1, and then Cody screws The Rock night 2. What a hero that man would be. The 57,000 people will scream till they're blue in the face if Cody was the one that cost The Rock the title.
But he's screwing the guy that's going into the match as the quote-unquote babyface. Roman's supposed to be the heel, so you're having the babyface screw the other babyface.
Well,
he's only a heel to the IWC.
500,000 people of the IWC say he's the heel. We don't want him.
And in Philadelphia at WrestleMania, that's going to be a largely IWC crowd.
Very much so. Like, of all cities to go into with this kind of thing. But again, I think it's a little overhyped. I do believe that when you get there and by the end of night 2, people are going to be in good spirits. I don't think by the time we get to that match, I think they're going to be okay. We'll find out, though.
Well, especially because it'll be 11 o'clock instead of midnight. So they'll have that extra hour, rested in there.
I heard Roman won't be at Chamber. That's the rumor right now. Logan Paul's supposed to be there. Logan Paul scheduled for every SmackDown from now till Chamber. So that will be an interesting build. I imagine, we get KO Logan Paul too. Or is it Logan Paul defends in the Elimination Chamber?
Could be if you want a men's Elimination Chamber, because that could be Nick Aldis is announcing his next opponent. So that's what it could be. You wanted to talk about a men's chamber. That's an interesting theory I have not heard. Just came on me like a bad idea. But I don't know where this whole Roman's instantly not going to go to Elimination Chamber thing came from. Like, just kind of, at the minute they announced the Elimination Chamber, it's like, well, Roman will be there. It's like, how the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
Are you his travel agent? Are you his booker?
Yeah. And apparently, again, they're just basing it on posters and call outs and shit. I don't know. I would want Roman there. I mean, it's the last pay-per-view before. He doesn't have to do much, but I mean, you're in front of a giant crowd in Perth, Australia. Last pay-per-view before Mania, you should have a presence.
Yeah, or even say, God, heaven forbid, it's a surprise. Like even The Rock showing up on SmackDown was a surprise. Who's to say that Dwayne's not scheduled for a segment or something like that, or he comes out and cuts a promo and then Roman shows up to confront him. Boom, there's your last little promo or pay-per-view tease before you go to Mania.
You know what they're going to do is it's going to be Cody and The Rock versus Solo and Jimmy. To try and see, Cody likes him. You like him too, right?
He's invited to the Samoan cookout. He's good. He's part of the family here. What's good? Who's Cody Oos right now?
Right? They're trying. But yeah, we'll see. Good to see you. P.S. Pitchford. Daniel Bryan really did not have a story. The fans were just behind him. There was a story there. He would, that constantly beating him down. He wasn't good enough. He wasn't big enough. He wasn't strong enough to be the face of the company. And they kept screwing him. Kind of like Kofi. Remember when Vince kept coming out? Well, that's not good enough. We'll do more.
Yeah. Kofi's was much more towards Daniel Bryan's a little bit, but it's still Cody, I think right now is getting much more into that vein of everybody petitioning. And it's sad that Kofi gets skipped over, honestly, in that whole kind of timeline of really the groundswell of the fan base calling for a main event match at Mania.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, dude. Like I said the other day or last night or whenever the hell it was, he didn't die. So with all these people that are like, the story's over, he's never going to finish it. He's still an active wrestler. He's
still breathing. He's still alive. Well, and then there's still the idea of if they do it at MSG.
Yeah. Now, the only caveat, and I think when I suggested that to you, your point was, that's usually like a house show, like a super show,
right?
So if they're going to do it there, they can't have that title change in that moment.
I mean, you could do it if you film it. My question is, can you survive? Does the anger last that far past Mania and everything? The outrage.
You know what? Someone come out and slip on a banana peel on Monday Night Raw, and everybody forgets about this whole hashtag Cody shit. It's the funniest bunch. Every outrage is the newest outrage, right? We just talked about the whole Vince Triple H thing. A couple weeks before that, it was the TK, Jericho thing. There's been a series of things that outrage, and then they just gone. What happened? Why y'all not angry anymore?
Right.
We love the wrestling.
MDB saying, face it, guys, it's over. Cody isn't facing Roman at WrestleMania 40. Never say never.
Oscar says we want Cody. So there you go. There you go. What's up, Lady B?
I was waiting for somebody to drop that in the chat.
That's all right. I put it on the thumbnail for Monday. Of course.
That's fine. I like it. I dig it. Respect you. I'm not insulting you, Oscar. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm feeling sick. Scott, sorry to hear that, buddy. It's, tis the season of colds and not.
I was going to say, I was just under the weather myself here. So it's coming around here.
Yep. What's up, Robert Cortez? How you doing? How you doing? Smile Mark, Keyshawn, Rocco, Alexis.
I will say this, though, as you're reading off names, as I see 76 people kicking off with us right now, as we're still about 3 minutes away from the start of Vengeance Day. If you have not done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button on the live stream. Hit that bell notification because you know when we're going to show up, because God only knows with everything else that's going on in pro wrestling here. Like you said, give it a week or give it a day even, and we'll have some other big story that's breaking here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I appreciate everyone that's here. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. What?
Right. No, and welcome back, Gamer. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, no, you're right. Like if you are watching us right now, take our link and be a friend. Just go drop this link in a few places. Let's get tonight's stream an NXT pay-per-view to triple digits. How awesome would that be? Let's go.
Absolutely. You want to show it to stick it to WWE, you support us. That's how you do
it. Invincible, welcome back. Chair's with us as well. This story is on life support. Now, there's a valid argument of a lot of people who said, like, this is a long story, folks.
I am amazed. Well, yeah, that's very valid, but I'm amazed right now because I just thought of this, that no one out there has done. You know, it's hard times, baby. Hard times is when The Rock shows up straight out of Hollywood and comes out in there and takes your title shot at WrestleMania 40 when you're trying to finish the story.
Right.
No one has done that.
We need an AI generated Cody doing the dusty voice
hard times
of that speech. Right yeah. And again, I think if the WWE is smart, keep riding this Cody train. Like, have Cody come out and be the sympathy, have more sympathy.
And Charlie Brown, be the sad in Eeyore. Just, oh, guys, I guess I can't make it to Mania.
Right.
I'll never finish my story.
Mm-hmm. Ringsider Anthony, good to see you. My guy dropping funny stuff. Go check out Anthony's TikTok, guys. He made me laugh hard with the like, are you mad at WWE? Well, there's TNA wrestling and Sarah McLaughlin playing in the background. Well played, sir. We need more of that.
It needs to be on TNA's marketing team. Scott Demore. Get at us.
Welcome back, Bobby, as well. I do see a big old yellow box, so let's click on that one. Matt, tube of you. We appreciate the 10 bones, my guy. Have Rock beat Roman at WrestleMania. I don't think that's going to happen. As the bloodline turns on Roman, do I finally get my Denzel moment?
You get your King Kong and got on me. I'm writing cases on all your asses.
That's where you got to bring in the extra Samoans. Have like Rikishi show up
and just guys that you don't even know who they are. They're just Samoan.
They just look. They just happen to look Samoan.
Right.
You have them all gather around the ring and then mug them. Like, yeah, I've been dying for that moment for how long now? Rock becomes the heel with Cody eventually beating him, gives Roman a rematch, beats him, becomes the ultimate face. What do you think about this story? And I appreciate that for sure. But the idea that they're apparently now the dirt sheets are reporting that Cody's going to win Seth's belt and they're going to unify the two belts at like SummerSlam.
Then why did you fucking split them to begin with?
Like, why? What
the fuck are we doing?
So I don't get that, but I don't trust it. But folks, I am getting the start of the pay-per-view. I got Zen on my screen. I'll wait for you, my guy.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the Peacock like you are too, but I've just got right now their little thing.
All right. So in a couple moments, Nick and I are linking up. If you want to set your whatever you're watching to then, that's where I'm at.
I got then now. Then I have
there
then.
We go. Nick's got then now. So folks, we are live. We are rolling. It's Vengeance Day, an exciting pay-per-view. Lots going on. We'll see what kicks off this card. But once again, get in that chat. Don't be shy. And the prediction title will be on the line. for every single match. You let us know once I call for it. Who are you taking?
Right. So we're getting this video package. I don't know if you saw it. I saw it going around on Twitter earlier, and I really
I
like
have
this. So
not.
they're playing it on the Valentine's Day, and we're gonna have our vengeance. Going on Gladiator. I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Let's go. Triple digit light. Let's go. Is The Rock really going to show up every week to build this match? He might want to.
No.
He might want to show up most of them, though.
No, at least one or two, maybe one or two, but no, not every week. No.
Or do you think he's busy hiding from all this shit? Like, I can't go out there.
Yeah, right now he's just ducking down and just shit.
Were you surprised about his
video package? What?
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you might get a video package from him or something like that.
Yeah, were you surprised by his tweet of like, every time I show up, it's electric and everybody loves me, right? Like, I don't hear any of y'all.
Oh yeah, this man. There have been people out there petitioning that are pro Cody that saying, doesn't this man have a presidential campaign to go run for and everything? Now, like that's 100%. Where everybody wants to say Rock's going to politic is how he got his spot in here. You don't think he's going to continue to politic after this? I hear nothing. Everyone's great. Everything's amazing.
There you go. Do what Fred Buck says. Welcome, Fred Bucks. But Samoan, bite that like button. I dig it.
Yeah, you got to do that. Ooh, before you do it.
Right. How you doing, Bobby? Welcome back. Anthony's venturing into the world of NXT tonight. It's going to be a good one. Do you know what the best part about the NXT pay-per-views are? Mm-hmm. That, we talked about this week. It was a bit of a train wreck and a bit of stuffed. It felt like a stuffed sausage, Nick. But you were just getting down to the business, right? These are all the payoffs. It's going to be a lot of matches. We don't have to worry about the skits and all the nonsense, and it should deliver in a big way.
When NXT especially takes the time to do a pay-per-view versus it's kind of a special weekly television show or anything like that, like to where it's got a catchy name, they very much go back to that kind of takeover style to where they don't have a ton of matches, but the matches that they do have are really goddamn good. That goes back to why I've constantly said it to me, and now it's starting to wane, but that it was the most consistent week of pro wrestling on TV because they very much, when they want to go full bore with it, they're hard to beat.
Yeah, I would argue you were very justified, and we could have a friendly debate on that. I think the last couple of weeks of
like I said, it's waiting. It's good. It's fading. But normally when they show up to do a pay-per-view, they show up and show out because that's what the show is about.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Paul. And I know there's probably some people we missed, but remember, we got the super chats and super stickers and the membership if you want to stand out. First name, John, welcome back as well. Network Gaming TV, J-Dub, and some new names. I appreciate seeing the new ones.
All right. Sorry, I wanted to click on this one.
Oh, click
real quick. Just Alexa Bliss fan. Guy on the left looks like Kevin. You look like Kevin Owens.
I've never heard that before, Alexa. I've never heard that before. Right?
Right. That's a new one.
Well, I mean, the winter beard, I've been called Ivar a couple times, so
you don't have the crown here.
Yeah, once we get back to spring and I trim it up a little, I'm definitely going to get hit with that. But J-Dub's cheering for the Wolf Dogs. Oba is terrifying.
Human, yes.
That's a grown man. You can fast track Oba, like he could be, toe to toe, face to face with a lot of main roster talent now.
Right.
Oh, we're opening with the Dusty Classic.
I think you had to, if you're going to have Trick do double duty, you had to open with this match. And the reaction for whoop that Trick. So Carmelo's
the War Dogs now. The War Dogs?
Wolf Dogs.
Wolf Dogs, that's what it is. Corbin. And Braun did have the SmackDown contract at the during the pre-show. So folks,
we do have triple digits watching us live right now at the start of NXT Vengeance Day show. Shout out, appreciate everybody.
And folks, the prediction title is on the line. If you want to get your name above Nick's head for a while, make sure you get in there and make your predictions now. Who is winning this match? And Nick, I have to feel like this has got to be Braun and Corbin.
I'm torn on this because I feel like everybody, especially in this match, is bound for the main roster here. Like, that's the thing, is I don't know who wins this and stays in NXT.
Now, my assumption is there's some type of kerfuffle that leads to a kerfuffle later. But what if I'm wrong? What if Carmelo Trick win this and they look unified to only hurt us more later?
That's what I think the game plan is here. Corbin's back with the fucking motorcycle out here looking like a gut. Hey, Frodo, where's the ring?
Some
We're taking the hobbits to NXT. We're taking the hobbits to NXT. What the fuck are you doing here? Hey, Braun Breaker, the American badass. Why is Corbin dressed like a fucking hobbit though?
Nick, they might have to leave these two together.
Oh, I think if that's the thing, that's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody in this match is going to the main roster. I think Carmelo's clearly going there. Trick's now speculated, percolated, populated to go up there. Braun obviously already is showing the SmackDown contract, had a great showing in the Rumble. I think he goes up there, and Corbin's already been up there.
What's with the cloak? Why is he Assassin's Corbin?
Right, I like the bikes, but why the fucking show? Why are you Gandalf? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Good morning, Frodo. Some tomato, nice crispy bacon.
Potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I watch way too much of The Hobbit and everything, trust me.
Me too. Trick and Mello for the win. 50-50 split will not get you a predictions point. Carmelo turns on Trick tonight. By the end of the night, that will be the big takeaway. Has to be. Whether Trick wins or not, that is the takeaway.
Right, but Drew saying they had the cooler entrance, they got to win. Underbreaker, that's great. You got
Underbreaker.
Well, that's the thing is, I if you're gonna bring Braun up, I think you keep him with Corbin and keep him as a tag team.
Well, because again, it gives him something to do when he first gets up there, and then eventually, Corbin, that he can bring.
They have their split because right now, I like them as a tag team. They're almost kind of becoming a babyface tag team, even though they're supposed to be assholes. They're like dorky Kurt Angle. Like when he'd have the little cowboy hat on and he's, yippee-ki-yay.
Well, we saw these two gentlemen walk in tonight with their matching cowboy hats and then kind of argue about it, and it got kind of comical.
But we did have ding ding, so if you want to drop that. So if you've gotten your prediction in, then you're eligible right now to get a point for this match. If you haven't, sorry about your damn luck. Maybe if you do a super chat, you might get a, bump in there, but
10 seconds before your chance to predict is over.
Right. I'm taking Trick and Mello because, like you said earlier, I think they set us up, for the fall later on.
Okay, I'll take the Wolf Dogs.
You'll take Underbreaker.
I'll take Underbreaker. The better entrance gets the W.
There you go.
It's not the shawl.
Really? Why did he look like he's playing he just came from his Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Man was just out there playing Skyrim and then hopped on a fucking Harley.
Right? It really is odd because his partner didn't have a cloak on.
He didn't even have his wolf headgear. At least it would have worked if he had the wolf headgear.
There you go.
Headgear.
Yeah. People think Mello is going to betray him. I feel like it's been, speaking of writing stories, this story feels written.
Yeah, you will get now it's going to be interesting whether it ends up with Trick winning, and then you get that, lower third, you get Mello throws Trick into the entrance ramp or anything like that on the stage, or if Mello ends up costing Trick, and then it becomes those two chasing each other.
Couple drop kicks from Trick. Maybe looks a little silly, but
now everybody's just throwing hands.
Smaller guy.
Nah, this is how you get out of legal man syndrome. Who's the legal man?
Right, but we're off into a brawl. Trick
Mello. We get a commercial on Peacock?
What? No.
Oh, I hope not. But that's the typical, dump them out on the outside and we stare and pose and taunt. I was like, they're setting up for a commercial.
No, regrouping. And the crowd is live right now. The crowd's got a good amount of energy.
I think everybody in this match is over. Baron Corbin, one of the best things that he's done to refresh his career is go to NXT.
Yeah, we saw him come down and become Pirate Corbin. We've had some debates whether or not it's working for him down there. This is the best Corbin we've got since, depressed
Best Corbin. This is just best Corbin.
Best Corbin. This might be just Lone Wolf Corbin. Now we got, Wolf
Tag
Dog
team
Corbin.
mentor Corbin is kind of best Corbin, I feel.
Right. Braun may be fastest, most explosive I have ever seen in the ring. It's a valid argument. A lot of people are saying, cannot Braun Breaker challenge Gunther at Mania?
Could be. I think that's Jey Uso's slot, and I know he's kind of now become he who shall not be named, but I'll mention Brock Lesnar as being the most powerful, fastest athlete for a guy of that size and everything.
Yeah.
But I do get the comparable. I said it, I think, on Friday, of you do video packages and vignettes and everything, a la like that Brock Lesnar stuff, to where you show at the velocity that, Braun Breaker hits his spear at, of the speed that he, is running at you, all that type of stuff.
Right. Specifically for Dom for tossing him out at Rumble. All right, that's a half a thought. We'll come back there.
Right.
Braun Breaker. A lot of people taking Braun Corbin. Pretty divided crowd here tonight, folks. Whoop that something. Whoop that like button. Let's go.
I was gonna say, did you ever? Oh, okay. I was making sure. I was like, did you ever actually? I did. Okay, I just double checked.
Mellow botch. I missed it. I was talking to y'all.
Right.
Wow, that was not botched though. And the crowd cheering a lot for Braun. Oh, they're barking.
Like I said, they've gotten over as a babyface tag team because they're just dorky.
Yeah, really funny.
They're two guys that are supposed to be badasses that are just dorks.
Right. Damn, their crowd looked better than AEW. I'm curious how many people are in the building tonight. It might be bigger than an AEW crowd.
I feel like that's not a hard thing to accomplish.
Yeah, there's Sweet 16 parties that have more people.
Right. There's quinceañeras that have very much more people attending it. Gender reveals are through the roof compared to AEW.
As Braun Breaker comes in and lays out Carmelo. Pitcher in pitcher, just kidding. Woo, keep the chat coming, folks. Is Braun and Baron the elf and dwarf that get along? Fair enough. Yeah.
One's at least a hobbit, just a really tall one.
Throw me.
You're gonna have to throw me. What? I can't make the jump. You're gonna have to throw me. Don't tell the elf about this.
Don't tell the elf about this. Burn the cloak. Yeah, the cloak wasn't a well thought out plan.
No. Like, who thinks they could look cool coming out on like a Harley and like their granny's shawl?
Yeah, like you think somebody back there would be like, "Hey, Baron, lose it."
Right.
Not one person.
Not nobody. Not even Corbin himself. Not Braun. Nobody.
But right now, Braun and Corbin have the ring cut off. Trick is hoping for a tag as Carmelo has been the target of a lot of the aggression at this point. WWE always breaks up tag teams for some reason. Yeah, it's not the good old days where like you're just a tag team forever.
Right. Oh, that was almost really bad.
What happened there?
So Braun was running back to go to like slingshot, and he went a little too low and caught his head like under the top rope. That was almost really scary, because if you got tied up like that, I was like, don't show a fucking replay of that.
I was gonna say, like, but I don't even know how that physically happened.
I think it's just literally his momentum and everything.
He's so excited he just missed the top rope.
I don't know. It's not that he missed it. I think it's the rope. Like, he kind of swung a little too low on his recoil and got hung up on it.
Botch City, bitch.
Well, because normally if you see somebody like come off the ropes, they throw their top, they throw one arm over it and take it off their back. He's just doing it with no arms and everything. So I think he just whipped himself too far back.
Braun working his heel here as he takes off the pin and does some push-ups. Did he cut his eyebrow-ish, or has he just got a unibrow tonight?
I don't know, but, well, I mean, let's remember that they're supposed to be the heel Trick and Mello are supposed to be the baby faces here.
No, absolutely. It's so
True,
funny because we're kind of getting behind Braun and Corbin as the happy-go-lucky group.
Well, it's become a modern thing, especially in pro wrestling, of the heels are the cool guys and the baby faces are the just getting dweebs.
Right. Whoop that botch. Whoop that botch.
Oh, I like that, though. The little toss into the power slam for a 2 count.
Yeah, no more injuries were killing the industry. That was almost poetic.
Oh, J-Dub points out he cut his eye on the rope. That might be it.
He did cut his eye. Okay, yeah. Thank you, J-Dub. I thought, I was like leaning in to see, but it looks like, yeah, he definitely cut his eyebrow or in between.
Yeah, because especially with it being it's really just wound steel and everything like that. So that's really gonna fuck you up.
I want to see a replay because I don't physically. I saw it, but even seeing it, I was like, "How did his head end up on the wrong side?"
Look on Twitter. There's probably like 10
Yeah.
people that have already like retweeted and quote tweeted that and everything.
Right? Because you imagine his shoulders should have hit the rope, but they didn't.
But like I said, normally when you see someone go to the rope and they come off, they already have that one elbow on the arm and everything up. I think he takes it more like a back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because he does that really quick. Like you see it a little bit like when you see guys like him, Goldberg, Rhino, when they'll go for that like slingshot kind of gore spear spot.
Yeah, I think we just had another botch, to be honest.
Oh boy.
That was a weird spot as well. I'll call Trips and let him know, stop the injuries. Yeah, right?
Big pop for Trick is he's out here with crescent kick.
We're on fire. Now, these guys definitely came out ready to set the tone for the night. Oh, Corbin ducks it. Trick laying out Braun.
Oh, kip up, but Trick selling the knee. Are you there? Am I behind you?
I got the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, rock bottom.
Maybe not the weekend for that.
No reaction, no boos. So they just don't like Dwight. They don't like they still like his moves.
Right. He has a real button and he can press to turn. Yeah, that's it. Now you listen to the old school guys of like, we worked 10 times more and we got injured never.
Yeah.
Like you guys got hurt. You all were self-medicating.
Yeah, your bodies were held together with getting pills and getting nicotine. And whiskey.
Carmelo locking up, going for the suplex. Corbin having none of it. Is it really? There you go. Get yours today, folks.
Go check out our merch store and then go get your Chase U Girls calendar. But CB, what up? I think you're a new name saying hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I can't say your first name respectfully, so I just went with the other part of your name.
Yeah.
PS saying too much give on the rope.
That's gonna be the next controversy. Are WWE ropes dangerous?
Their rings are unsafe.
2. As we got the big code breaker in the corner.
Right.
Unbroken. You're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Chase U OnlyFans calendar out now. That's
only
how
$9.99 a month.
Only stand save Chase U.
Yeah, only smarks.
Right. Except come Tuesday, it's gonna be Jace U.
Yeah. Oh, Braun Breaker just suplexed Trick Williams, who was tossing Carmelo, and then kips up. The straps are off. The Jason Kelce's are out.
Braun Breaker out here looking like Anthony Davis.
I will look at anyone differently if they buy a Chase U Girls calendar.
I don't blame y'all.
No, you can have that.
Support Chase U, folks.
Right. Support Southampton Institute of Technology. Commentary.
Good match. Sorry.
No, you're good. Kyle, what up? Trevor, what up?
I think the ropes are plenty. I think these guys came out like a ball of fire.
Yeah. Oh, Deep Six.
Deep Six. Deep
And
Six,
another
such a
one.
good looking move.
And they're actually, surprisingly enough, half the time protected with Corbin, especially the end of days. If he hits that 9.9 times out of 10, he's getting the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think it was Roman was the only guy to kick out of it after they reminded everybody nobody kicks out of it, and then they fucked it up.
Right. James, yeah, well, vitamins and no script. I tend to flub some things. You got the joke. You got the joke.
Yeah, Nick running away with my joke. That's not unusual.
Salty over there.
The man of 1,000. Wow, Braun rolling out. Air Corbin. Braun Breaker, a big man from the top. Damn, Trick bleeding. Is Trick bleeding now?
I haven't seen anybody get color so far. Like, I know we said that Braun, I guess, cut his eye. I haven't really seen anything on him.
He looks like he has a unibrow, but I haven't seen him bleeding.
I mean, granted, the ref has the gloves on, so that normally happens if somebody's gotten color somewhere.
We're setting up bar. Is Corbin? Oh, I'd rather hit my forehead than
Corbin singing soprano now.
Yeah, I'd rather do the Baron spot than the Corbin spot, to be honest, on the ropes.
You mean the Braun?
Yeah, that's what I said. Oops.
Oh, that was sloppy as fuck.
Yeah, I have no idea what that move was.
Oh, spear from Braun out of nowhere.
Oh!
What the fuck was that, though?
Botched ending.
All credit to Braun and them picking up the win. That's great, but Trick never got hit by the move. He was just in shock because Braun showed up out of nowhere, hit the spear, then rolled out to the ring, and then had to play like, let me crawl back in.
Yeah, you get what they were trying to accomplish, but didn't quite go the way we planned.
And I think that's the perfect summation of that match, though. Like, it was still a pretty good match. You got what they were trying to accomplish. Just, I don't think a whole lot of it went to the plan that they wanted it to.
Mm-hmm. Corbin's got blood on his arm, blood on his face. Not his by the looks of it.
Well, Trick looks like, I'm watching this replay here, it looks like his mouth was bleeding.
There you go. Trick just, what was Trick scared?
Wait, he didn't have to climb a ladder. Why was he just scared running away? Ah!
The last friend you want to have in a fight of like, watch out, I'm out. Dude, he's going to hit you.
Yeah, he about to whoop your ass.
That match could have been great. I thought it was a really good match in spite of some awfully blatant clunky spots. I think everyone in the match was trying to go a mile a minute. They needed to slow down a little.
Yeah. Oh, you can definitely see where Braun's busted open on his eyebrow and everything like that. But yeah, I think they were just so wound for sound with that match that they were going a mile a minute and didn't have that same pace of just treating it the same and calm down and hit the spot. So still a great match, still a good match, but a lot of really sloppy spots.
Yeah, I mean, there was really good spots. Like, I mean, Braun coming off the top work, and then there was some not so good spots, but there was a lot of not so good spots. This is where we talk about, we're talking about transitioning this talent to the main roster. We got to clean some of this up to get them there.
That finish was good up until the very last minute, like respectfully with Trick. Man, what the fuck were you doing? Just and just slide out, and then nothing's holding you back. Why can't you slide the fuck back in the ring? You didn't even have to roll out to begin with. You should have, if anything, pushed him out the way.
He looks like he got hit by
I don't know.
Right? He just whoosh.
Yeah, well, and does this though go with what you said of does this set up, the little miscommunication there set up the tension for later on?
Yes, it was supposed to. Right. At least it was supposed to give it gives Trick the out of, man, I can't believe that happened, but I got bumped too. Now it looks like I just ran away and left you alone. So Either way,
All right.
Trick did not help his partner. But your Dusty Classic winners, Braun Breaker and Corbin.
Do you have your NXT Tag Champions or future prospective NXT Tag Champions on the main roster? I mean, we've already done it with the North American title. Do we start to incorporate NXT that much into the main roster?
Maybe. And I mean, I'm kind of tempted to leave them together, right?
Well, I think you leave them together. I think you could do it on the main roster. Now, granted, we don't know if Braun's going to the main roster, but I think you can move them both up. I'd rather see them, rather than NXT Tag Champs, have them go after Judgment Day. If you're going to split the titles, you throw them on SmackDown. There's one of your bigger, more over tag teams on SmackDown, I'd say.
Is this really Corbin's second cup? Did he win one with Rhino?
Listen,
I'm not doubting my friend Paul here. I'm getting a real long NXT commercial. Now I'm getting a Gigi Dolan vignette.
I'm getting legit commercials. So, yeah. So, see, we do have actual commercial breaks here on the Peacock.
Yeah, I think it was J-Dub. It was very much like, listen, that match was entertaining, but there was definitely several flub spots. But it's not like they botched and the match went to shit. The ending was the disappointing part for me of like, you really want that ending to look clean, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But there was also like, for every moment that there was something really great in that match, there was still like a moment that seemed to happen right around there that made you really kind of pull out of it, of like even instantly the whole Braun Breaker spot, which granted he can't control it, but we instantly stopped talking about the match and we're more talking about, well, how did that even happen?
Yeah, I thought it was entertaining, but messy. I think messy is a really good way to put it, Boston. Definitely some excitement. 3 out of 5 seems very fair.
I cannot confirm nor deny Paul's statement about the Dusty Classic there with two-time Baron Corbin, so he can have that.
Yeah, so Paul, thank you for the super chat, Paul. We greatly appreciate it. His first win with Rhino. Sloppy match, but hard-hitting like it should be. I mean, that's a valid argument. I mean, it doesn't all have to be clean, does it?
Apropos, though, would it be, though, that he did the first time was with Corbin and Rhino, and now it's Corbin and Braun, which is kind of like just Steiner Rhino.
Yeah, Baron Corbin Rhino, 2015.
Oh, there you go.
Beating Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Odd match on paper.
Oh, no, they lost. I think. My bad. They lost to Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Oh, so we're just all over the place with this.
I'm
getting a WrestleMania advertisement right now.
Yeah. Authors of Pain. Undisputed Era. Aleister Black and Ricochet. There's a tag team. The Broserweights. There you go. There's your history.
Get used to it seeing more these type of commercials for Netflix for Raw.
Yeah, but I think overall we're going to get less commercials in general, I think, with the streaming service.
Absolutely. Christ, they offer a whole platform. I mean, granted, it's live, so maybe they've got to recoup some of their money back through advertisement deals, but they even offer a whole package to where you can cut out advertisements. So, So we're getting an ad for the press conference brought to you by Pizza Hut, by the way.
And we will be here live to cover the kickoff of WrestleMania, the press conference, 7 p.m. on Thursday. We will be here to give you the reaction to all of it.
Right. 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, they lost because Finn Balor and Samoa Joe got me into NXT around that time. There you go. Eddie, what up? First name John saying, you think Raw on Netflix is 2 hours?
Well, I mean, if you minimize the commercial breaks, I mean, about 2 hours, 15 minutes, maybe. You kind of have this influx where they can kind of run it, but I don't know if they go a full 3 hours anymore. You don't have the need for the commercials.
I would hope that they trim it to the 2 hours, and I think that's just personally they don't. Right now, they don't have enough that they can book for 3 hours. And like you said, some of that does feel stretched out just because of the commercials alone. And then when you have these bigger events, I feel like more of a special deal when you have a 3-hour pay-per-view, a 4-hour pay-per-view versus, well, we got 3 hours of good Monday Night Raw, and half the time that's not great. So,
right. You think Raw and Netflix got that one? They lost. Sorry, I failed you. We still love you, Paul. We still love you.
You were the chosen one.
The NFL Pro Bowl was worse than that tag match. There you go. There you go.
It's not yeah. No one expects that.
How do you feel about talent being pulled up before the draft? I love it. I like this free agent thing they've created.
Absolutely. 108. The GMs now actually feel like GMs of the shows instead of just generic authority figure.
All right. Oh, up next, Dijak. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, they were just advertising Ilia and Roxanne, so I know where you were going. But yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting the Dijagonator. Yeah. It's amazing.
Did they not just make us feel like the other match was happening?
Yeah. But I feel like that'll probably be your co-main Trick versus Ilia main.
Look at the entrance. I like it. I dig it. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction queue is up. Who are you taking? Dijak or Gacy? This one's tough to call.
Yeah, this depends on whether you want to go with your heart or how they're probably going to actually do it.
Do tell.
I feel like if going by logic sense, they're going to go Gacy here, to where Gacy is supposed to be the baby face in this situation. He just took a beat down from Dijak. Dijak's supposed to be the heel, getting sick of this shit and everything like that. If I was going with my heart, I'm taking Dijak. Yeah, you have to do it. Especially after Carl Weathers and everything. We need the Predator handshake. But I think if going by this new version of Joe Gacy, and he's supposed to be the babyface, he's the unhinged Mick Foley that looks like Bray Wyatt. I think Joe Gacy gets the win.
Yeah, I kind of want Dijak's taking a lot of L's though. I wonder if they could do Gacy loses tonight, but we're not done with these two.
It's a no DQ match though. Like, where do you step it up from there?
We put him in a cage, or we put him fucking, last man stand. I don't know. I'll go Dijak just to be difficult.
See, that's why I was surprised you had me go first, because I was anticipating of just to have me take Dijak.
Yeah, I assumed you were going to take Dijak, but I'll take Dijak. Who knows? This one's a very interesting one.
It is a bit of a coin flip. I mean, you could really realistically see it going either way. Because like you said, Dijak has taken a lot of L's, and he's a great talent. Kind of just lost in the shuffle, I feel, in NXT. I'm really interested in what they're trying to do here with Joe Gacy. He's just kind of...
I like it. I
like it, but you can't define it. It's kind of just... He's like Dean Ambrose just on 11 here with the lunatic fringe. When Dean Ambrose is coming out here with the fucking plant and everything.
We start the match
on a knife.
Dude. Yeah, no. So Dijak thought he was being a smartass, pulls out the nightclub, and Gacy came with a weapon of his own.
A nightstick, yeah. When did Dijak just become big boss man?
Right. Predictions closed. Let's go, folks.
This man is literally just taking over the Terminator gimmick, the Sin City gimmick, and Big Boss Man all rolled into one. And a little bit of the Equalizer.
Wonder Las Vegas getting Mania 41. A lot of people have rumored that Vegas is getting it. Why else would you do this press conference in Vegas?
Super Bowl?
Seems weird. Yeah, but why? So what does that have to do with Mania? That's in fucking Philadelphia.
Because everyone's going to be in fucking in Las Vegas because the Super Bowl is in Mania, or the Super Bowl is in Vegas this week. That's why.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if that would be their reason. Like, we should do a press conference in Vegas for a WrestleMania that's in Philly. And I think they might
because it's going to draw attention. That's what it is. The Super
WrestleMania
Bowl
41
being in Vegas is the same thing like WrestleMania being in a certain area of shit just flocks to there because they know people are going to be there and because it's going to get attention.
Fair enough. Yeah, I could see WrestleMania 41 being in Vegas. Vegas scooping up a lot of big events, including the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they got the new stadium. They're getting the Oakland A's coming there soon too as well. So
are the Oakland A's going to go to Vegas?
Yes.
Nice.
As
big jobs.
Right. So Dijak set up on the chair. Cannonball.
Damn.
This man just threw the chair at
Mad
the
at that chair.
With all of his stuff, does Joe Gacy not look like he would right now, if sanity was still a thing in WWE, he would be a member, if not their leader?
Yeah, he fits. I mean, again, yeah, for sure. And I think they tried that, but they didn't really pull it off with Schism.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm just saying, yeah. Problem. I don't think it was fully sanity because, I mean, man's out here. Oh, the table botched. But he's out here with like the mossy oak, trunks that look like he's got in duct tape, spelling his name on them back there.
I like that the table botched and Gacy was aware enough to go back after. I hate when the wrestlers just keep doing their thing, right? They had the sense to go back at him and buy time, make it believable.
Yeah, well, Gacy's the guy that's been on that kind of independent scene before and everything, so he probably we have Matchbox cars. Is he going to set him on there one by one? Little toy soldier,
little plastic army men.
And he's doing it one by one. All right, this is getting a little stupid. Oh, now we do it. Thank God. Green Army Men. Toy Story 5 is happening on this fucking table right now.
Yeah, he's what's the fucking the mean kid?
Sid?
Sid. Yeah, Gacy playing Sid.
Oh
my God. Discus boo by Dijak. This gonna be brutal. So far, so good.
Wow. Kicks out on a 1 count. There's rolls of duct tape in the ring, just by the way. I just realized that. Someone's getting duct tape to them.
Right. Nia Jax. I don't know where that came into play here, but I'll take your word for it.
No, I don't. He didn't put the A, so it's just Nijax. So maybe he was thinking that he was putting jacks on the table instead of little action figures.
Yeah, that cute couple of Dijak and Nijax. Right. WrestleMania will be in Europe next year. I'm so curious about that. If I thought maybe 42, they go to England.
Could be 41. Could be 42.
I want them to do it. I want them to do WrestleMania in Wembley just to be assholes.
Speaking of assholes, Dijak just put a boot on, or put a trash can on Gacy and just gave him the big old boot. And this man just sits up and says, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
You stupid son of a bitch.
Hey, down.
But I like that Gacy's kind of like that wacky dude that just keeps popping back up.
Like I said, he's Mick Foley.
Yeah. Yes, J.O., someone else brought this up earlier tonight. I guess if The Rock's back, his writer's back.
I hadn't heard anything about this.
That's the rumor. Apparently, Brian Gerwitz is back in the back. But we know his relationship with The Rock, so we can only imagine,
If I'm going to be back, I'm going to have my guy write my stuff. So I don't have to go with my promo written on my wrist.
Well, it's Brian's words that are on it's Brian that's writing them down. Is Gacy okay? No, he not okay. As both men are down. Look at this spot, Nick.
Have at thee. This reminds me of when on The Simpsons they're talking about the Simpson gene only affecting the males. It's all the men just out there with like pots on their head, just clang, just hitting each other in the head.
Right. I'm back. Welcome back, Network Gaming TV. Would you want to go through a table with Legos on it, KJ and Nick? Yes or no? I don't really want to, but if I have to, like, no.
Right. If the option is not doing it, I will choose the option of not doing it. If there's no other alternative, like,
Right.
it's not would you do this or that. It's no. Would you do it? Not if I don't have to.
No, I don't want to.
Trash can spirit. Yeah, man, looking like the Black Knight out there. Just have at thee.
Right. Raven would be proud of Gacy.
Oh, again, second time this week that they've done a table spot that someone or especially Dijak has to like overextend to make sure he hits the table.
Good news is he's big enough to make it work, and that we're getting a holy shit chant for it.
That table was so far away. That man had to straight. I believe I can fly.
Right.
Cho.
Oh my God.
On the chair. Two count.
That was all kinds of brutal.
Right.
There's a blast from the past. Grapes and bananas and grapes. I don't know the last time I've seen that name in the chat.
I like how a blast from the past is probably like a month ago.
It's been a way longer than a month.
Let's just make it.
That is just goosebumps on. Oh yeah, it's just goosebumps. It's just goose pimples.
Right.
Is Gacy reaching into it? Yeah, definitely. Can't keep him down. Dijak pay-per-view matches have been bangers. Yeah, Dijak doesn't have a bad match, really.
And he also doesn't have a story.
No, he's like
he has no real creative.
Right? I feel like he's a bit of a gatekeeper in NXT. Like, you go have a really good match with Ilia or Corbin or whoever.
Right.
Braun.
Oh. Again, this man's about to have to jump halfway across this ring because he's about to get suplexed. Oh, I don't know if he caught anything or what he did catch might have been just his head.
He didn't need to land on that garbage can for that move to look amazing, though.
No. And the thing either rolled or he missed it. Yeah, he missed it entirely. So thank God. Okay. I thought he caught like his head on like the rim of it or something.
Right. That will be painful. Car toys. Yeah, nobody likes stepping on toys, man.
All right. Oh, now we're getting duct. Is he going to just duct tape this man's eyebrows or something? What is happening here?
He just yelled,
He did! He did!
How the fuck did you call that? He is blindfolding.
We turned him into steak fucking Plissken. He's got half an eyebrow.
What in the
why he blinded this man with duct tape halfway and now was just mercilessly beating him like a fucking with Singapore canes.
I'm digging this match, and tell me this isn't helping re-get Joe. Like, for the Joe Gacy we got for so long, this to me is like his introduction to NXT all over again, like a retake.
Oh yeah, this is. You can have that. That even what I'm mad at. Oh, he missed it. We're gonna get the PCI.
I heard you coming.
Right.
See, even the... Oh, go to sleep.
Feast your eyes while he's blindfolded. Isn't it ironic?
Good call.
I can't see him. I can't go to pin him if I can't see.
I could do all the other stuff I just did, but I can't pin him. And the ref should not be helping.
Go in a direction. Go to grab him somewhere. Why are you pulling out your fucking shit?
No. Get the ref out of there. What is the ref doing?
The ref is no help.
The ref is not supposed to help. The crowd is chanting, "You can't see."
I didn't know John Cena was there. You can't see me.
Oh, there's your Bray moment.
Yeah.
Hi.
Caught none of that chair, by the way, on that swinging DDT.
Gacy needs a new finisher.
Splash.
Oh.
1, 2. Two go. Splash on the chair, by the way. I don't. fully hate his finisher if it kind of comes just part of his kind of quirky shit. But yeah, it's not the greatest.
It's like no, I don't love it. They announced Cassidy versus Ishii. No, they didn't. You made that up, Jonathan.
He goes for it again and just eats a fucking kendo stick. And now we get into the feast your eyes. Right. 1, 2, 3. So the Dijak I should have, my logic betrayed me.
Right. These two are having a good match. That was fun. And Gacy's smiling, right? Giving us his best Jack Nicholson.
Like I said, he's kind of becoming one of those to where you'd be chanting, you sick, because they kind of just enjoy getting their ass beat somehow.
Gacy wearing the underwear tights is disturbing. I feel like I'm watching Hank Hill wrestle in tighty whities. Listen, the Husky guys can rock the trunks. They probably shouldn't.
But they're not tighty whities, though. They're like mossy oak camo. So it's like watching like your cousin at like the hunting camp just come out and just want to fucking fight people because he's fucking fueled by Bud Light.
Right. But folks, another match in the books. Dijak picking up the win. I will remind everybody, we got over 100 people here with us tonight. If you're watching us right now, take our link, go drop it to your friends, and let's see if we can get to 150. Let's keep this party going. We're here all week long for every show this week. We're also covering the press conference for WrestleMania Kickoff. We're also on the verge of our Super Bowl party, our now annual Super Bowl party.
Right. And we are also on the verge of 1 million views on the channel. We are on the road to 4K subscribers. So 100% be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe on all of that fun stuff.
Absolutely. Holy shit. Dijak, baby, we got that one. Back to, Bananas is having a good time. This is awesome. My bad.
Well, so we got Chase U backstage. Whoa.
Oh, they're doing the calendar.
Chase Yukon. We've got Chase Yukon going on. The line hasn't stopped.
Wait, Carmen's in the calendar? Wait, she's not even in Chase U. Am I being picky?
My guy, I want to see how many women are they have in this line and how many men they have in this line. Because I feel like if they're trying to do this is a little like, hey, guys will pay for thirst trap shit.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a sausage train, my friend.
Right. Oh, no. As we say that the first woman in line is a woman. But
yeah, shit, my bad.
Oba Femi doing his best. Braun Strowman out here flexing, curling part of the ring fucking stage here.
Curling a stanchion, just like nothing.
Literally, like I said, he's doing his best. Braun Strowman, he's doing shit that you see. You're like, before you're supposed to fight somebody in like the WWE games, they're backstage just curling part of the ring.
Up next, the family. Sorry, dude, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. So up next, we got the family taking on Out of the Mid.
Yeah, up next, 6-person action.
Right. Amelia, what up?
Amelia!
Det's out here just all sorts of mad about everything. Just, man, was watching that match of what the hell is this? It's called wrestling, sir. I'm sorry, but, that's what it's called.
Here's a good question from Kyle, Nick. I'll go take
Boston. No, sorry. I was literally just randomly clicking. I didn't know he had something.
Just, a good question from Boston from Kyle is why isn't Dijak on the main roster?
Very good question. I think it's because Keith Lee left the company.
But we say, like, you have Dijak having banger after banger. Like, give me Dijak Gunther. Give me Dijak, even if he goes to the other SmackDown. Like, there's so many matchups you could work Dijak into, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's a guy that at this point, NXT is about to, I think, get its kind of first big purge of guys that go from NXT to the main roster here. I think that's coming. We've talked about it with pretty much everybody that was in the tag match to start off the show. I think you'd say that with Roxanne Perez. We saw that already with Tiffany Stratton. So we're about to see a lot of these people that we thought they're not going to call them up because they don't exactly have something for them. I think we're going to start to just see that they pull the band in and start to move some of these people up.
Right. I love it. Smitty's happy. Smitty's feeling good. 2-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-0. So yeah, the battle proceeds. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. For life.
Oh, that A-Job's saying it's PWG versus CCN.
Oh, all I saw was the four
or
lives.
CZW, sorry. Yeah, well, I saw that just because, Dijak kind of got popular with PWG, and then Gacy was, I can't remember his indie name, but he was big in CZW like Moxley.
Ryan, good to see you. Good to see my brother at Vengeance. They gave him a toy car and soldiers from Dijak. That's awesome.
Did Dijak sign it?
Right?
This was in my butt when I took that spot.
I was there to get autographs. I wish I was there to get autographs. Well, ask Polo's brother to get you an autographed calendar.
Right? Yeah.
0-2, Kyle. Out of the gate slow. Paul Carpenter having dinner. No, Olive Garden. The Olive Garden match.
Paisans here.
So you take in the Paisans?
Yes.
All right.
Was that ever in question?
I don't know. I'll take OTM.
I'm surprised that anyone's taken them, respectfully.
I mean, other than they have a garbage name, I think the tag team themselves, but I think what I'm leaning towards is Out of the Mud wins this, and then we get a tag title match out of it.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, they're not a bad tag team. I just don't know with the gimmick, the stories that they're in. Like, I don't know where to go here. I like this is a hell of an entrance. Granted, this is straight up Grand Theft Auto fucking San Andreas.
They got to change the name. I really believe. Like, I don't mind. Like, even the graphic San Andreas, right? Like, they're selling it. The Out of the Mud title doesn't make sense.
No, and then the fucking lowrider that they're coming out, the low bike almost getting botched too. Everything's botching tonight.
He just dropped it on scripts. Take my bike, bitch.
Right. But Scripps doesn't fit in this. Reggie doesn't fit in this either.
Bash 8. You got to click the bell. We are on almost every single day, my guy.
You know, that tells me that you're not subscribed, because it would hit you. It would let you know that we're about to be live here.
Right. The Sommelier is Hood now? Yeah, apparently.
Who knew the kid could go the Sommelier and turn into fucking Tupac?
Right.
But so, yes, it's Lucian Prince, Brock Onema, and Jada Parker. Adriana, she's getting her okay. I just saw her name and I thought, is she getting her own entrance? Oh, they come from behind. Yeah, we're getting
the back door. So they start fighting, but the ladies are just yelling.
Well, now they're about to start it off here. Well, this would be the first real kind of in-ring action outside of a battle royal that we've seen from these two women.
Yeah, no, fair. Folks, I'm going to close up the predictions. Who do you got? For last call on the championship.
Last call for Mud. Ooh. She's got like half a wagon outfit here, does Miss Parker. Oh, that was interesting. Sets her up almost kind of like that Del Rio spot, but then hits her with kind of booty drop there.
Right. No dimes in Ring of Honor. Yeah, dimes moved on.
Yeah.
Out of the mud makes
Oh,
sense.
those were terrible fake punches.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's not like the idea is lost on me, MDB. It just OTM. I don't know. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't. I think there's 9,000 other ways you could have got that point across. But out the mud, and again, out the mud to me feels different. Like they should be pulling up in a fucking 4x4 or like some pickup truck.
Yeah,
That's
it
just my
sounds
take.
more Nappy Roots than fucking San Andreas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I say that as the group name, not any other sort of way.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jada got that. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, they cut to Rizzo on top of Jada, and those punches were not contacting with even the air. I feel they were just
swinging
wide right. They were wider right than a fucking Tyler Bass field goal kick to win the fucking game. Apparently,
we're gonna have to ask our buddy CJ about this one though. But Reggie from St. Louis, the whole city is ghetto.
Yeah, C-Money or yeah, CJ, where you at?
We know you're listening.
Right. This man's about to pop up in the chat real quick.
Calls them the Muddy Buddies. Brother Fluff, welcome back. The Muddy Buddies. Dexter is nowhere in sight. A random thought, but I miss Dexter, don't you?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the TV series.
Yeah, it was a good one.
You're right. But yeah, no. Where's Loomis? Where's he been? Andy's barely on TV though, so again, I don't know.
How about the name For the Streets? I think that's better than Out the Mud.
We've made it out the mud, and we're now for the streets. We made it through the mud onto the streets now.
Right. Oh my God. Jada Parker might have just got kicked in the mouth. Legit.
Oh, the assisted cannonball in the corner here. Bicycle. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's 100%. They're more Nappy Roots than, Lolos.
No, y'all done up and done it.
Y'all done up and done it, man. Y'all done up and done it.
Well, it's always a good day here, so shout out to Nappy Roots. So let's go.
The whole damn world watching
country. I love that album, man.
Oh, that was one of honestly, I had that CD and just played the shit out of it.
Yeah. Back when I had a Discman Velcro to my armrest and the cassette adapter into the tape deck.
See, I was the one that was living the fucking high life, I guess, as a kid. Because in my room I had the 5-disc CD player that also had the 2 cassette players on the front of it with the 2 speakers on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have just like that. It would depend on like have it in a rotation. Oh, I want to cut to this album, that album.
Yeah.
Or actually, when you would have CDs and cassettes, and you would have certain things, you'd have it on a cassette versus a CD.
I would make the mixtape off the CDs for sure.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You'd pick the favorite songs out. You're like, you never had to listen to like, all right, this song's good. Track 3, track 7, track 12.
Yeah. We're the LimeWire generation or Napster.
Oh, dude, I was in heaven when that shit first came out.
You always had to play it back after you downloaded it to make sure it wasn't just some ad or just like static.
Facts. Yeah, one time
sure it was actually what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, no shit. This match is rolling along. How you feeling about the vibe of this match?
Well, we've talked slim and none about this match so far, so I guess that tells you about the vibe a little bit. Now, granted, I want to know how much did Tony charge Escobar and Los Lotharios there to rent out his restaurant there, or at least for them to film there to have their promo spot, the same spot where they had theirs.
Right. Didn't even think of trying to mix it up a little. It was just like use the one we got.
We've got 3 sets and we've used 2 of them.
Out the Mud reminds me of Camacho and Amachio, KJ and Nick.
All I'm thinking of is President Camacho there for me.
Yeah, it's like,
I was like, Terry Crews? What?
right. Who becomes champion first, Jade or Tiffany?
Ooh. Well,
Ooh,
one's already been a champion in WWE, so are you talking main roster
main
champion?
roster. Yeah.
I'll say Jade.
Yeah.
I actually had an interesting idea while I was watching this match of if Jade actually does kind of her whole baddie section gimmick and everything through WWE, does
Yep.
Jada Parker not fit?
Yeah, she'd work 100%.
Absolutely.
Maybe they're called out of the mud because they are starting the mud. Yeah, no, they started in mud wrestling. Maybe Willard. I hope not though. You're my boy, Blue.
From Moliere. I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah, Reggie was legit from Cirque du Soleil, so
It's a boring match. I mean, it's been okay. I just think the investment might not be there.
It feels like a really good NXT match. I feel like this. I don't know if you wait and use this as like a palate cleanser after a big match. Well, I mean, you're using it after DQ match, so that makes sense. That's what they're doing. They're using it as a palate cleanser. There, we had your kendo sticks, your duct tape, so we're calming everything down.
I think we were better off with just a tag title match, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hell of a finisher, though.
The power slam.
2 count.
But you know what I mean? Like, just have the tag match. It's a pay-per-view. We don't need the 3-person tag on this one.
I don't think they had built that up enough for it to be a tag match yet, though. Because you had Out in the Mud that was tied up for a while with the Chase U thing too, as well. Like this is still a halfway new feud here, right? Especially adding in Jada Parker. You just added her, and you just added Rizzo. You got to spotlight them a little bit, and they made a big deal about it with the Battle Royal to where those 2 women fought and threw each other both out of the match.
Absolutely. And Wrestling Bros, that was my take on this match. Is it's just setting up the tag match later on, and that's why I think OTM might actually win this.
Right.
They're the Yin Yang twins. That's not for the win now.
Where do you see Ma?
No, you stop that.
Tell them how we gonna come. Kronk. Tell them why we don't wanna Kronk. Oh, trust me, I was a fan of the Yin Yang twins.
Yeah, they had their moment.
Every time, hey, they were doing a whole song about the IWC there. Every now and then you get mad, huh?
Right. Don't really care for these guys, honestly.
Oh, Jada just slapping the taste out of Tony's mouth here.
They could be called the young shooters. I think they'd stay away from that term, to be 100% honest with you, with Pete,
Yeah. I mean, I'll fit to drill you.
Not gonna lie, so far this pay-per-view has been kind of hype. I've enjoyed it. I mean, there's good elements to this match. I'm not overly invested in, but the first 2 matches were definitely solid.
Stacks on the outside, and everybody is. Rizzo's going up, and she's very much about to just be your new Carmella.
Maybe in time.
I spent more in the booking category versus talent category. I think crossbody, but she's still young. She's like a track athlete.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the NILs that's now on TV. Spinebuster by Tony.
Who's going to be Braun and Baron's first opponent? Do they go after the tag champs?
Should be. They've earned a tag title shot as Tony picks up the win here.
Wow. Tony D, I feel like it's been a while since the man got a pin.
Yeah. That's why he's the Don of NXT.
That suplex looked nasty. Not a bad match. Pretty straightforward match. Not the way I saw it going, though. So here we go.
Like I said, it was a palate cleanser more than anything.
Right.
Good match, solid match, but not anything that you're going to get super hyped up. It's to get everybody calm after they just watched, trash cans and kendo sticks and all that.
3-0, 2-1. Keep it coming, folks. Keep it coming. The action ain't stopping. 3-0.
Russian saying for 7 years now, NXT has had way more creative spots than WWE. You know they're the same company, right?
Yeah. 1-2, 1-2, 2-1. So it shows us we're a bit split on this one tonight. So kudos to them for not being predictable.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if they were predictable. Well, there's one match that I feel is respectfully absolutely predictable, and I think we might be getting that one next. If not, it's definitely obviously coming up. But Oba Femi versus Dragon Lee. Oba Femi's winning that match 100%.
I think that might actually, if I was booking it, I'd almost book it as a squash because really, come on now.
But you've got Dragon Lee that's going to be on the main roster. You've got him involved with the Legato feud, so you've got to still kind of halfway keep him strong. But he's not winning that match. He's going on the main roster, and Oba Femi, they're strapping the fucking rocket to him, and he's a grown goddamn man.
Right? Bada boom, bada bing, the family wins. Hey, bada boom, bada bing.
Hey, well, me and all my homies hate Dragon Lee. Sopranos just beat the Boondocks. Jesus. Heel Femi.
Hate Dragon Lee. Why do you hate Dragon Lee? He hasn't done enough for me to hate or like. I'm indifferent with Dragon Lee. He's all right, bright future.
But that's why I think that I don't get the hate on him. I think they've got to keep him strong. I don't think we do it a squash match. Granted, if it's anything we've seen from Oba before, he's going to just throw this man a country mile here.
Right. Heel Femi. Yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised him coming out of the breakout tournament becoming heel right away and very heelish and very imposing. So I don't know who the hell you have on your roster that's going to take out this guy.
But is he heel or is he just really, he's just imposing?
No, he's definitely heel. He's definitely been a heel. I think the way they presented him, the turning down, not wanting to play ball with Dragon Lee, the attitude, very heelish. I think that's what I think.
That's valid. It's hard to tell at this point because, like I said, the heels get over and the baby faces get mocked.
Right. I would. We want Cody. Yeah, let's go, folks.
I was gonna say, well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go try and find him.
Go find Cody. There you go. Nick is taking a pause for the cause. We are in a pause on the show as well, getting a little bit of a break in between matches. Not sure what one's up next, folks, but do not go anywhere. The prediction title is on the line. Oba for the win. Nice. Despite the hate, Dragon Lee over whoever Kalisto is. I don't know. Is there a lot of hate for Dragon Lee? Like, I think Dragon Lee is up and coming. Like, I feel like I thought he was all right as a United States champion. I think he's good in the ring. Yeah, I don't feel a whole lot of hate for him. I just hate how Dragon Lee's mask has a pony. MTV. He wants to be Rey Mysterio so bad. Well, I mean, it's not about wanting to be Rey Mysterio. That's like saying everybody that wears a lucha mask wants to be Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio is the king of the luchas. So everybody, I mean, you see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I do believe that Dragon Lee is being kind of crafted that way, as we've seen others, Kalisto being one of them. He was acting smug after winning the title, 100%. I definitely got Oba vibes. And again, when Dragon Lee said, I want to have a rematch, he went, no, right? Very heelish, very, a big chip on his shoulder. And it fits. If he's more comfortable and it works, feels whatever he's doing is very natural for him right now, which as a greener talent, perfect. I'm just glad we don't have to deal with meta tonight. Well, that depends who you ask. I know my buddy Nick is a bigger fan of metaphor than I am, but yeah, they generally save those heritage matches for other times. We'll see. I would have Jakara Jackson become a baddie. Not a bad show. What is this? As we are going into vignettes, I think Ilia has no backup, no reason for Mello to be there. Well, hang tight because they'll find the reason. Oh, we're talking Kiana James and Izzy Dane are having a little vignette, a little powwow, a little chit chat. I would plant wrestlers in the first few rows and let Obi frisbee his. Yeah, just chuck him. He might chuck him down the aisle. We'll find out. We'll find out, J-Dub. Oba, I want Trick to get his moment tonight. I think he could. Even with Carmelo potentially fracturing this relationship, I think there's a good chance that Trick will get his moment. Oba, Dragon Lee is cool. I don't mind him. Not every luchador is Rey Mysterio. No, but I think in this avenue at times, once you bring in a new lucha guy, everybody kind of paints him or sticks him with that kind of pigeonholing him to he's the next Ray. I think he's just trying to be Dragon Lee, and I think they were happy to sign Dragon Lee. Remember, Tony Khan was mad because he thought he was going to sign Dragon Lee. Okay, we're in the back. We got Trick Williams. We got Carmelo. Dragon Lee just wanted to be Ray's son so bad because he kept sucking up with him and dissing my boy Dom Dom. Well, again, it all worked. Babyface, Robin, babyface. Pause. Did you hate Kane's ponytail too? Yes. Who cares? Have you guys seen and signed the Cody petition? I've seen multiple Cody petitions, John. I have not signed one of them. I think it's hilarious. I think it's adorable. The fan base is cute. The IWC is hilarious. Sign away. If you're that passionate, I want to see if this works. I want to see if a whole bunch of people sign this. Will it actually work? Will it actually pay off? I have my doubts. So Trick saying, I want my brother by my side. So Trick is asking for Carmelo to be at ringside. Dun, dun, dun. Lash Legend and Jakara are gifts to the TV screen. NDB. As now we're going into a WrestleMania weekend commercial. Remember, we get Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend. How do you afford to buy AEW's $80 pay-per-views? It's not easy, but yeah, we'll see. We want to see how many more Tony Khan add to the schedule. And that's an interesting take, right? Rumor is Tony wants more and more and more pay-per-views. We'll see. We'll see. There you go. This is serious. Dragon Lee has family ties in the business, so he's authentic to himself. I completely agree with Wrestling Bros here. And again, like I said, Tony Khan expected Dragon Lee to be with Roosh and Draglistico and the whole family kind of get in on a thing. But NXT or WWE scooped him up, and it was a big signing for them. And I think there is a future for Dragon Lee. As up next, the Women's Championship will be on the line. They teased it earlier. We're getting it now. So are you taking Roxy? Are you taking Bird Lady? The next match predictions are live now, folks. Get in that chat. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? Kiana James is beautiful. Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Kiana James. I think she's good. She is going to be a future heel, like a future big-time heel. She's already a heel in this avenue. Kiana James has a bright future. She's strong. They use her a lot. I think there will be a lot of time for Kiana James. She gives me like the Ivory vibes. I think she's great. Oh, we got Lyra walking around, looking like William Wallace. I told you Trick got his lip busted. Absolutely. I almost think Trick is going to turn heel on Mello. I don't know if that works, John. And it could. It would be a swerve and a half, but everything the way it's building up and the hype behind Trick right now, I struggle to believe that's going to be the case. I really do. I don't know if it quite fits. KJ, who do you think will be the next women's champion? Oh, who will be champion first? Kiana or Blair? Oh, Blair's been close twice. I'll go Kiana. I think Blair might move on before she gets another chance. But here comes the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Always be Roxy to me. Kane's ponytail looked like it belonged to his. Yeah. It wasn't quite a ponytail, though, was it? It was more, it did belong to his mask. We want Drew. There you go. We talked about this. If you put Cody with Roman, is Drew the guy? Drew versus Seth. Is that exciting enough as a night one main event? Or is it Drew versus Gunther? A lot of people suggested Gunther, and that was the one guy I was like, ooh, okay, that cooks a little. But Drew's doing good shit. This might be the best Drew McIntyre we've gotten since his return. I like it. I mean, even him on social media right now, trolling everybody, trolling Punk, trolling Cody. He's been outstanding, really good. Yeah, definitely took a shot in the mouth. Pause. The press conference will be a PR nightmare for The Rock. Guys, we're going to be here live for the WrestleMania press conference. Join us live on Thursday. I am, curious. I wouldn't say I'm concerned, but I am definitely curious how this will play out on Thursday. Will people that are in the building boo? Will they be unhappy? Will the wrestling media ask, hey, Rock, you got 500,000 dislikes. What do you feel about it? It's very, very, this isn't your typical show up and brag about the pay-per-view you're about to have. This has a lot of implication, a lot of question marks going into Thursday. So join us. We will be here for it. And I'm very intrigued by this press conference. Ponytails matter. Mello is innocent. I don't know. Do you think the Trick is going to be a future champ or a future Velveteen Dream? Well, come on. I mean, in all fairness, Skittle, I think the fact that, if he keeps I think he has a bright, bright future. Just as we thought Velveteen Dream had a bright future. Can I predict Trick fucking it all up? I don't. I hope he keeps his shit together and does well. And let's go. I'd like to see Drew with the World Heavyweight title on his shoulder. There you go. There you go. Drew versus Seth versus Sammy is my guess. That's interesting. Could we work? Now, I bitch about too many triple threats, too many fatal four ways, but could we run that up? I like, the rumor was Sammy and Drew, and we saw that kind of set up this past week. We'll see. Lyra wins. Cake! Everybody loves cake. Only way Trick turns on Mello is if Trick reveals he faked getting attacked. Yeah, it doesn't register for me. But last call on your predictions, folks. If you want to be the predictions champion, get your predictions in. You got about 10 seconds before I close the doors on the prediction for the women's title. Who leaves the building as the champ? And will it be clean? Will there be side story to this one? As we know, Tatum Paxley is always lurking around. Prez wins due to the stalker friend of the champion. There you go. Reading my mind, Invincible. You can't turn Trick heel. He is a babyface, and WWE needs a babyface. Yeah, and again, like right now, if he goes heel, for all the fans that are chanting "Whoop that Trick," it doesn't resonate. It doesn't work. So yeah, Carmelo's a better fit. You got to remember the understudy that outshined the guy, right? Mr. Him got bypassed by Trick. The jealousy kicks in, correct? Lyra will win. Lyra wins. Drew versus Seth. Got that one. All right, folks. This match is off and running. And I believe, are those feathers on the ring? I think Valkyria is shedding. The wrestling media never asked the question we want to hear. Yes and no. And again, a lot of it is obviously vetted, but I will give them credit. I mean, at the Rumble media scrum, I thought they were asking some better questions than they have in a long time. You got to remember, the wrestling media is a bit of a fallacy at times. Not really, it's just not really the media that you expect. Not always the most professional people. We see it all the time, right? Like, you're not supposed to tell people like, oh, you're doing wonderful, and then ask a question. But we're off and running. Wait, is there going to be an elimination chamber? So why don't you do Rock versus Roman, then the triple threat at Mania? You're not going to get Rock and Roman outside. Like, you're not going to give that away at Chamber. and then follow it up with something else. I really don't believe that would be the case. Yeah, you're going to save that for the marquee. Bird Lady got feathers in her braids. Yeah, I think she's shedding feathers as this match kicks off. Lyra for the win. Boo Rock. You're booing the Rock, not Roxy. That's good. That's good. HBK got jealous of Diesel's rise. Exactly. 100%. A story as old as time, Wrestling Bros. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. You know, you all of a sudden, Trick finds fire. Everybody starts cheering for Trick a little more. Now Trick's got his title shot. Mello gets the jealousy, turns Mello heel, and it works. Mello is a good heel. Mello was a heel. So I got no problem with this. Mello heading to the main roster, that is also true. Now, does Mello leave Trick behind? Which is possible.
But I'll never leave you behind, sir.
Just never let go, Jack.
Don't let go, Jack. But yeah, Lyra's just cawing all over this whole ring here. It looks like somebody's plucked a fucking partridge out here.
She's shedding feathers, my guy.
Right. She's pluming. What is that? What it's called? A pluming? I don't know. What is it when?
I don't know. I haven't done much pluming lately.
You don't have plumage. No plumage.
Haven't been playing with the bird, you know.
But as we're doing the tilt-a-whirl, that was kind of screwy again. I feel like everybody's just ramped up to 11 here, and everyone needs to really be more like at like a 10-9 to really hit what they're trying to hit.
Okay. Yeah. No, we definitely saw that with the first match. I like the how they've started this one off.
Oh, I like it, but I'm just saying, like the tilt-a-whirl head scissor when I just came back. I like with this, and I know we've got the match going. I don't know if you gave a prediction. I like with this of Roxanne's actually going after. She's doing the anti-Thunder Rosa. She's going after the title she never lost.
I think I'm torn. I'm taking Roxy because of Paxley.
I'll take Lyra the opposite reason, because of that, or could we even see someone like a Camille or anyone come out tonight?
Very interesting. I would like to see
a Lola Vice cash in.
Yes, I'm all for that. Yes,
be an interesting strategy, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Now, this is an interesting thing from Kyle is. I wonder if Roxy puts over Lyra on her way up. Assuming that Roxy is closer to the main roster than Lyra, does she do the job?
Yeah. Wow. 1, 2. Yeah, I think a lot of people on tonight's show are closer to the main roster than they are to staying on NXT. Roxanne being one of them.
Fair enough.
Wasn't she courted as well to sign a contract with one of the main roster shows?
Maybe
I could have be misremembering things because we had so many contracts flying around on Friday.
Right. This is an interesting thing. Cody Rhodes versus Nakamura tomorrow night in a bull rope match. How do we get them to stop talking about put them in a bull match?
I saw that pop up and has this actually been advertised?
I know they had a street fight last night.
That was what we thought they were going to do at SummerSlam or something.
Yeah. But is it ironic he's in a bull rope match after getting fucked by The Rock?
Yeah, the Brahma Bull.
Roll up! Deuce.
Cody Rhodes versus Nakamura bull rope match booked for WWE Raw. I'm looking at multiple articles, observers on it, Wrestle Talk. Yeah, this is literally how do we get them to shut the fuck up about it? Put them in a bull rope match. Give them what they want. WWE keeps giving us everything we wanted 2 or 3 months later than what we actually asked for it.
It's all sleight of hand, man. It's like every time we start talking about one thing, they're like, look over here.
Yeah, but they're like a shitty street magician of see, I made it disappear, and then the fucking coin falls out of their hand on the other side.
You killed the rabbit.
Right. It's a dead rabbit.
I can't. The other Bronson Reed versus Gunther could be a solid match. Yeah, I'm down. I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed.
I think if we get Gunther, I think that'll be a great Raw match. I think if we get Gunther on WrestleMania. It's probably versus Jey Uso. If not, maybe in the world title match. Oh, who's coming out?
Company.
Lola! City! I said it. Oh, but Tatum is no, that's my contract. Spinning back kick.
She wants to be now. She's getting on herself to the match,
and she's gonna officially cash in. But they've announced now it's become a triple threat instead of it was the end of the match and now it's a new match.
Right. What
triple threat match?
Yeah, bold strategy, Cotton. I would have waited until someone else got the win.
Right. Well, and now we know that Tatum's at ringside as Lyra eats a spinning back kick. Roxy with a roll through. No way. I was gonna say no way. Oh, two count.
Nice. By the way, Valkyria got kicked right in the face. She down and out. Pop rocks.
Oh, the Kata Hajime. The clutch. The most dangerous move in pro wrestling next to the surprise roll up.
Right?
She gonna go out. Is this how you keep Lyra strong? She loses the belt without losing the belt.
Yeah, Nakamura.
Goddamn, like if she must have gotten sparked out because she's out here like a light bulb. Oh, Roxy's gonna roll through on it.
No way.
Amazing how Lola versus Roxanne instantly became a more interesting match than Roxanne versus Lyra.
It's over.
Two count.
Oh, come on. What a kick.
Oh,
now, keep in mind that like Lola's a
Hell's Gate, the triangle choke. So many people are jealous of Roxanne right now. Oh, Lyra.
Lady on Lola.
That was just aim for the bushes spot. She just fell. She didn't dive. She didn't do nothing. She just fell.
Can Gunther travel to Australia? No, he will not be out of the country until later in the spring.
Right? Yeah, visa issues. But can we all just take a pause for the cause and catch our breath here right now? Because
what a pain.
Instantly, this match just went to 11. This just
you were like they need to turn it down, and they were like, "No, we'll show you."
Right. These go to 11.
Right? Shit. Oh,
she's out here hitting the fucking bass rootin' palm strikes, is Lyra.
I just saw a comment I wanted to click on from a man named Sean. Where did it go?
Yeah, you got to ask him about a horse.
I got to ask a man about a horse. There you go. There you go. New subscriber to the channel. Watched your last 2 live shows. Sean, we appreciate you.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, I didn't expect it to take 2 shows, but normally we say give us 30 seconds of your time and we'll turn you into a wrestling fan.
He's like, I like these guys. I want to.
I was gonna say, give us 30 seconds. We'll turn you at least into a fan of us. Maybe not the wrestling, but at least us. But I appreciate it. I got to take jokes where I can get jokes.
What took you so long?
Right. I'm appalled.
Lola in control of both. Oh no.
Oh. Nobody home, Roxanne.
Did a great match.
Is it interesting, though, that it just took Lola Vice getting out of this match for people to give a shit about it? Well, literally, she came in and just that little saison, that little saison.
It definitely helped me.
Yeah.
I thought Lola might cash in after the fact. I didn't think she would join in the match.
It's very Seth Rollins-y as Tope con Roxy.
Yeah, that's a pellet more than a tope.
That's a pebble.
Right? As she topes the other way. Changing pick to Lola. I'm with you, Mark.
Yeah, everybody that picked Roxanne or Lyra, if Lola wins, you're fucked.
Yeah, your prediction is wrong if you did not pick
Sorry about your damn luck.
Don't worry, she might not win this.
Oh yeah. Oh, she rolls through.
I know we tease Bird
Small
Lady.
package driver 1, 2. Lola breaks it up.
Yes, Lola.
1, 2. Oh, Lyra breaks it up.
Oh, son of a bitch! Come on now.
Like I said, it's a great match.
Can I be added to this match? Amen, brother. Amen. This is nuts. Fire. Wow. So close. Look, everyone came alive. It just blew everything up. Like, wait, let's go. Perez is unreal. And listen, I know we don't know a whole lot about Lyra, but every match she's in is good. She is a solid young wrestler. What she did with Becky was outstanding. What she's doing tonight is outstanding. We got to give the woman credit.
Great when she's in there with great opponents.
I would argue she's, I mean, Lola's greener than
back elbow.
Back elbow.
1, 2, 2 go. I'm not as high on Lyra as they.
Did she beat your girl Tiffany in a really good match? Yeah, I think she did.
Might be a little salty. Oh, rolls through with the armbar.
I'm Sean. Are you really Sean? What's up, Sean? Of all this time, and you've just been Boston to me.
You've been Boston this whole time. I know your name's Kevin.
Kevin!
Kevin, we forgot about Kevin.
Oh, I believe Roxy. So John C. holding pat on.
Oh, Pop Rocks.
Tatum. Oh yeah, it's no DQ.
Oh, it's triple threat. It's no DQ. She dumps out Roxanne. Lola, let's go.
Hello, LA Lola. Let's go. Oh, buenos noches. No good.
Small package driver. 1, 2, 3. That's a sugar honey iced tea finish.
What was wrong with that?
The wrong person won.
Listen, I should be really upset, but I appreciate what just happened. The champ overcomes a whole bunch of adversity, holds on to the win.
She looks like a fucking stegosaurus here.
What?
That fucking spikes on her brain there.
NXT women better. I mean, I'll let you speak to this one first, my guy.
Book better. Yeah, the talent I would say is comparable. If not, you would honestly say talent might lean AW's side, but booking wise, it's undeniable.
Better matches, and they let them cook. They let them cook.
Yeah.
Like, look what they've done with Tiffany. Look what they've done with, like, what they're doing with Lola now. What they've done with Lyra. I mean, the champ retains. Roxy's an absolute star. They've done extremely well with the women's division, and they put a shine on them.
Absolutely. As Lola's fake crying and Roxanne looks like a woman possessed right now. That's the one good thing that WWE's really gotten good at post Kevin Dunn is the post match shots of the opponent.
Yeah. If we get Becky versus Rhea, I think they should main event night one. It could happen.
Ooh.
It could happen.
Could you imagine, Cody? Not only are you not main eventing night 2, you're not main eventing at all.
Touche, son of a bitch.
Right, you get no main events. Remember when you smashed that throne? Yeah, fucker, I didn't forget.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's funny as hell. Oh, that was a good match. That was a really entertaining match, guys.
It was a good match. I think it very much once Lola got involved and we got the cash-in kind of spot, and surprisingly we made it a triple threat instead of she cashed in after the match happened, which I thought would have been more likely the situation here. But sorry, I'm halfway just wondering if this is legit or not.
Bounty Keith.
Saying our ladies are very talented.
They are. Too. I take nothing away from the AEW women's roster. They're very talented. I think our issue, Nick, and we've been very vocal about it, is
right.
There's the Taya Valkyries, the Serena Deebs, the list goes on with all the ladies. Toni Storm, what she's doing, there just hasn't been great booking. They get really short matches. They're not highlighted the same way as NXT or WWE or TNA at times. And that's on Tony. But you guys, if this is really Bounty Keith, you guys have an outstanding women's roster. Use them.
Absolutely. Well, you have the talent. We just want them to get a bit more of a shine here. If this is Brian Keith, and if it's not, then you're doing a good job, I guess. But I mean, shout out to the man getting signed officially like a referee whistle here to AEW. Very much well deserved of. I said it even when we watched Collision last night, and that's the match that started off. That was the match I was looking forward to. This man's been 100% a star in the independent scene, a breakout guy. And I was sitting here losing my mind, mad that if you're going to have him get hit and announce that he's signing, when you don't have it start off with, no Swisher House, no Mike Jones, no Slim Thug, you can't have none of that.
Nick, just in case it's the real Bounty Keith, Nick gonna cut a promo.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm gonna give you all your flowers, sir, just in case it's you.
Just in case. You never know.
Bailey needs to main event night 1. Interesting.
Hey, hold on real quick though, because you never know, because that's the whole reason Cole Roderick came on here, so you never know.
It's right in the description of our videos of even the wrestlers watch. We've had Steven Richards, we've had Cole Roderick, we've had a lot of others. Jay Bougie's a fan,
right?
We the channel, even the wrestlers watch.
Grim Reefer came on because he watched us, everything like that. Absolutely.
One of my favorite interviews ever is Grim. What a funny guy.
I remember that. I love Grim, but man lives that gimmick.
The man lights a 4 paper in mid intro.
Man's got the cross blood just going mid intro.
I'll be right back, bro.
No, you're good. Absolutely. There we go. As again, thanks for the kind words, gentlemen. Well, again, I hope it's actually you. I don't want to fully get into it because anyone could, change the username. But yeah, no. Man's a badass. If you haven't seen the Bounty Hunter Brian Keith, you are doing yourself a disservice. Outside of watching the Wrestling for Life Network, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't watched this man. Like I said, I still remember and got into this man when I'm seeing him come out with, the Swisher House Championship on, local shows in Texas and all of that. And when he's popping up on Wrestling Revolver, House of Glory, etc. But as we're back from commercial break, as we're back to the Chase U calendar signing here. Bounty, we have to get you out. Yes, again, if this is the actual Brian Keith, then yeah, 100%. Reach out, be a friend, tell a friend. But if not, you did a good job. I'll give you that. You got to pop out of me either way. John C., we want Cody. And just to remind us that the IWC is there, we want Cody. As so, why is the guy from Chase U, and now we just cut to a man has 3 faces? What the fuck did we just go to? We just cut from Black after that, after won the World Seas. So we're getting a random video package here, but yeah, man from Chase U flirting with Diaz. So what do we got here? And the real one no one sees, but reflection of the evil he truly possesses. What are we teasing here? So we're teasing something there. Interesting. Who could it be? What are we teasing here? Again, Brian Keith, reach out. Be a friend. Tell a friend. I know you see our socials there. Reach out. But yeah, who are we? As we've got now NXT Roadblock advertised for Tuesday, March 5th. So again, we're getting a special Tuesday for NXT. But what were we just teasing there with? Who is that all about? If a man has 3 faces, are we getting a complete gimmick change for Andre Chase? Is that why we tied it in with Chase University? Am I having a fever dream? Am I the only one who saw that? Like, where did that come from? We already had Joe Gacy here, as I've got Dragon Lee coming out right now. But yes, let me know. I feel like no one else has mentioned that, so I feel like I might have just fever dreamed seeing that whole video or the text on screen there. Bo Dallas. Oh, now I want KJ to come back because that'd be interesting if that was Bo Dallas. But oh, that's not a bad shout, actually. That's really interesting. Keyshawn saying Jeff Jarrett versus Roman would tear the house down. No, it wouldn't. It was real, damn real. There we go. Okay, so I wasn't just, losing my mind out here. The vitamins didn't fully take over here. What if it's a new wrestler they signed? But who? But who? But who? As I will drop it in the chat right now of whether you've got Dragon Lee or Oba Femi for the North American Championship. Because I think this is probably your most predictable match so far on the card tonight here. Of this is clearly got to be Oba Femi. Maybe we use this of I don't even know, because even on the pre-show they were struggling to justify how Dragon Lee could win this match. This is a goddamn grown man. This is the definition of big beefy boys slapping meat here. When you're talking about Oba Femi, man literally looks like he could already be, in a goddamn tag team with Omos or out there on the main roster here going for the IC belt or something, out there in a match with Bronson Reed, etc. But I know that they try to play up of, well, he took the North American Championship after Dragon Lee had already won the match and had already been through a match, and so now he's facing Dragon Lee one-on-one. But Oba Femi just literally looks like a grown adult. There was even a controversy over whether this man was 22 or 25. People are literally just like, no, that's like a 35-year-old out here. No, he's really like in his early 20s here. Man is just a beast of a human being here. And it's nice to see somebody that's jumped into NXT and has had this instant impact here, has instantly established themselves as a top guy. Christ, I mean, if Alex Kane, shout out to, again, talking about wrestlers that have watched the channel, we've got Jay Boozy, all of them as, free agents. Hey Hunter, maybe we just do kind of the Boomaya Nation in NXT. There you go. But let me know who you got, folks. Whether you got Oba Femi or Dragon Lee, and why is it Oba Femi? Because even this man's already getting the kind of like the whole, like, over the little kind of response to his promos here. And Dragon Lee's already set to be on the main roster and all that.
Speaking of main roster.
Yeah. What if it's so? Did you see that at all, sir, while you were on your pause there?
I didn't see the actual package. I saw people saying Bo Dallas, but I don't think you bring Bo and put him in NXT. I don't think so.
Right. Yeah. Bo would be interesting, but I wonder who else.
I have no idea what that was.
So we are on the way. So I'm assuming you're with me of Oba Femi for this match.
Yeah. Predictions are closing, folks.
Oh, I just closed them. So
my bad.
The gate has been closed.
Firmly.
Pause. As now he's just walking up the steps with Dragon Lee on his shoulder. If Dragon wins, I'm taking away y'all iPad. Oh, Dad.
It could be Dexter Loomis. I like that shout.
That's an interesting shout, seeing how we talked about him earlier, and everybody's entirely forgot about Dexter.
And the real one sees but reflects the evil he truly possesses. It does have, like, even the writing has like a very brave vibe to it.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, because it came out of nowhere and they didn't acknowledge it. That's why they didn't acknowledge it. Even the chat didn't acknowledge it. Like, I literally thought I was just out here. Like, I know I like the vitamins, but am I that, like, just off my rocker here?
Mm-hmm. Man has three faces.
Oh, they show the replay of that getting Coupe de Gracie here on to Oba from Dragon Lee, and man, just double heels to the jaw.
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping for Bo.
Now, not to sound any sort of way with here, but with Oba having the very obviously Nigerian gimmick and all of that, and the last time we really saw Apollo, he was the Nigerian prince and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the Nigerian giant Omos floating around and everything. Do we have a potential faction on the forefront here?
Potentially.
Be interesting if they actually did something with it here. Because when's the last time we saw Apollo and Omos only showed up for the Rumble, and that's it? He shows up for the Rumble and house shows.
Yeah, he did. Occasionally, he does a main event spot. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Apollo never found it. Like, never found his groove.
Right.
Could it be Loomis? Ooh.
It'd be interesting though, because on one hand, Dexter's not a guy who cuts promos, so like some tech stuff would be interesting. But yeah,
Right. I mean, Dexter. I've been waiting for Dexter to do something, and he kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Right. So Alba right now in control of Dragon Lee here.
Dragon Lee bringing it. Yeah, Dragon Lee putting up a fight. Was that a promo for Josh Briggs? Oh.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I hope not.
No. As what was it? First name John saying Wade Barrett subtly acknowledged it with a look. So he just had a stank face. Could it be The Rock?
He's there to take the main event of Stand and Deliver.
That's his true face is.
Whoa. Chris has got a good one.
I think then he becomes more Kane.
Yeah.
So give me what I could never.
The three faces of Von Wagner.
Yeah, because his fucking forehead's wide enough to have three faces on it.
Three faces in one.
Right, literally. He's a 3-for-1 special.
As Oba is in complete control at the moment.
Literally just talking, like hitting a backbreaker and just talking. So it is, like you said, it's very much the heel spot here. He's the heel angle. But the crowd wants him to win. Like, people have gotten behind him. Again, it's so weird. The heels are the cool guys. The baby faces are the dorks.
Right. There is no fighting chance this Wade Barrett. Odyssey Jones.
Oh, God.
It's scripts. It's scripts all over again.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It didn't work the first time. Oh.
The longer this
goes. A little bit of a tarantula.
Trying. Longer this goes, the weaker Obi feels. Yes and no. As long as it maintains like this and it's always Dragon Lee trying to compete, then I'm okay. But this should end sooner than later.
Dragon Lee, though, is not an under guy. Dragon Lee's a guy that, again, much like when Dom had the North American Championship, it's been lately held by main roster guys that dip their toe back into NXT and everything. Back. So this is a guy, he's holding his own with a guy who's on the main roster. It's much like with Baron with Corbin. Think about it. This guy's only been on TV for what, a month now?
Yeah, brand new. He won the Breakouts tournament.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh. Tama Tonga's dad, wasn't he in the Three Faces of Fear or something like that? Haku! Maybe.
Well, you had what was it? Karen Cross was teasing Kevin Sullivan So we had him in the little promo video. So that's what it is. It's Sullivan, my son. We're getting the Legion of Doom coming back there. Tornado DDT. One, two go.
Here's an interesting thing, Nick. Maybe it's Okada.
What? No.
So, shout out to Wrestling Ops because they tweeted this out. But the Japanese say you have three faces. The first, and then the quote: the first face the world sees, the second face your family, the third is your real reflection. So it's a Japanese proverb essentially that was just quoted. So
if it's fucking Okada, and that's how it came out, it'd be insane. But it's just like that's the last person I would think.
Right, Tama Tonga's a good guess.
Well, I mean, if you're going tying it into New Japan, I mean, Tama Tonga is not a bad show then that way, I guess. But yeah, I think that. How would you, if that was Okada, if we're going the Okada to NXT route, how do you make that work? Like, where does he? So he comes out like the devil mask and everything. He just comes out
like Oscar, the male Oscar.
Da 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 da.
2 count. Wow.
Well, and as Smitty is even saying, this is a good test, bro. But yeah, it's showing that again, he's only been here for like a month, so it's nice to see that he can have a match that's a good back and forth match versus everything's just a squash.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, again, I want him to be dominant within the match, and as long as he doesn't look weak, which I don't think he has yet.
No, he's about to get powerbomb this man on. Oh, I thought he was about to powerbomb this man on the apron here. Eats a big knee. And again, though, he looks strong because he doesn't drop. He doesn't take a bump. He just stays on.
Clap. Down goes Dragon Lee. He just clapped him in the chest.
And now you're setting up, though. Imagine that versus Gunther. Chop versus fucking smack.
Right.
Choke slam through the announce tape. Oh.
Sloppy DDT.
Yeah, you kind of knew that was never going near the table, so. The clap. Yeah.
I'd rather have the clap than take that one. Fuck off. Shit. That looked painful.
Gave me a clap, then I laughed her. Oh, take a seat, Dragon Lee.
Obi Trice's real name, no gimmicks.
Literally.
I be getting drips. 100 watching, only 79 likes. Good point, C-Money. Where's our likes?
Smack the shit out of that like button like Oba Femi smacked the shit out of Dragon Lee right there.
Right.
And while you're at it, ring that bell notification as well.
Yeah, Adam Pearce making it official. We're getting a bull rope match tomorrow night.
Oh, as this Oba Femi just tosses Dragon Lee. And a pop-up powerbomb. 2, 3.
It over.
Definitive win. Good match. Definitive win, though, still for Oba. Like you said, he never looked weak in this match. Definitive, out and outright clean win.
Hey, listen, Dragon Lee put up a good fight, as you would expect. It went a little longer than I anticipated, but man, did Oba look ridiculous.
We've said it before. This is a grown man wrestling with guys who look like children.
He doesn't even do moves. He just does chucks.
Literally, like I said, it's a grown man of just this is big beefy boys doing big beefy shit.
Right. This match is fire. Both look strong. I like that match. I enjoyed it. Vegeta Lover. I love that name. That's amazing. In like number 80. All right, let's get it to triple digits, folks. 104 people here right now. We need more likes.
Right. So Oba picks up the awareness instantly to a Cody commercial.
4-1, 3-2, 4-1. All right, we got some front runners. 1-1, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. But yeah, we are on a little bit of a break here between matches, folks. Remember, we are back live tomorrow for Raw. A very intriguing Raw. We just added a bull rope match. So yeah, strap in, strap on for that. NXT will get the fallout from tonight. Dynamite is stacked. Dynamite this week is actually stacked on paper. Like there's a lot going on in Dynamite. Plus, we're supposed to get the big announcement from Tony Khan. What will it be? Thursday, we got Impact and the press conference. Friday, the doubleheader. Saturday, Collision and something else. Sunday, we got the Super Bowl party.
The Super Bowl. But again, though, I know we've said this and we say it a lot. Is there a better time to be a pro wrestling fan? Like you just said, AEW Dynamite stacked. And even we have a live stream and we have all of this hype for a press conference right now when it comes to pro wrestling.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, man. That's where all the hate, all the anger, and all the negativity blows my mind. As we got Lexus King checking out the calendar. Confronted by
They're fighting over the girl. Now we're watching a fight you could see at your local high school.
Gacy and Lexus King hook up, and they take over Chase U.
That they very much would be some like Rock of Love type shit,
right? I mean, it's NXT, man. It's like Bar Rescue. Oh, here's Ava looking at
Speaking of, well, at least when it comes to your opinion, speaking of someone who needs rescue, we've got Ava.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, no, I was saying how there's no better time to be a pro wrestling fan than right now.
Yeah.
TNA's made a comeback and is, I still say, the second promotion in pro wrestling currently doing it here. We have a whole. Are they going to take over the press conference for WrestleMania 40? Apparently, we're getting a bull rope match just to add insult to injury to Cody here. You've got a Brahma bull rope match,
right?
And is it going to be interesting? Especially you've been here every Wednesday, and you said it's 0-4 when it comes to Dynamites. Do they break that record here with what seems on paper a very stacked Dynamite?
Yeah, I mean, the last few Dynamites on paper didn't look very appealing. Like, you know, we're leading to main events, and some of the matches that were booked were like, whoa, I don't love it. I mean, overall, you're looking at, Jericho Takashka is what it is. I'm over it, but they're going to do it. We get the CMLL crew taking on BCC. Again, the angle is what it is, but the match itself should be good. Tony Storm, Red Velvet, Ricky Starks, and Big Bill defending their title against Darby and Sting. Hangman versus Swerve, 3 for the number 1 contendership. So, I mean, on paper, that's an interesting night. You add in Tony making an announcement that might matter. Let's find out.
I'll ask you in a second what your thoughts are on the announcement. But who is this single white female out here with private party out here?
I don't
Social
know.
gathering.
I suddenly feel like an Oreo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is there always a black leather couch in the background here?
I thought it. I didn't think you'd say it.
I say it. I'm not fucking saying it. Someone's got to say it.
I've seen this movie.
I've seen this. I think I've liked this movie before a time or two.
My car broke down in front of your house. Can you
I always managed to only get through like the first 3 to 5 minutes. I never finished the movie.
I don't get what's happening here. Oh, but to make it better.
And we've got the Green Power Ranger in Axiom. And long-haired Jordan Oliver with Nathan Frazier.
Who is the blonde lady?
I don't know, but Caucasian female number 5. Someone can correct us if we're wrong, and I don't mean to put shame on the woman's name, but just literally, they've not built her up. We talk enough. I haven't heard her name said. I don't care enough to hear her name, I guess. I don't think they care enough to know her name. She's just taller Thea Hale.
Thea. She's stealing Thea's gimmick.
Well, we didn't have an excited squirrel before now because we've got Thea crushing over boys, so now we got to have it again.
By the way, shout out to
Brinley Reese, according to C Money. Brinley Reese. Bryn.
I know a lot of Brinleys in real life. Yeah. Wow.
Well, it looked like they were breaking off some Reese's Pieces. I'll say
that. Big shout out to Wade Barrett
and transition.
By the way.
Hey, so we're on site backstage here with now Roxanne and Lola going at it.
Who's the Trip
Tall Sam Roberts backstage there?
Yeah, not helping at all, by the way. Like, pull them apart, dude. What are you doing?
He's doing his best Trick Williams. He showed up and he ran off.
Brinley Reese, yeah. Okay. She looks like Thea Hale's mother.
Like older cousin or aunt.
Yeah, right? Is this next? Are we in the main event already?
I'd be surprised.
What else is happening?
Let me look at the card here. Yeah, because what else will we? Yeah, so we are in the main event.
Ilia versus Trick. Who you got? Main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Be a friend, tell a friend, come back for all our live streams. Click that little bell so you don't miss all the random stuff for the breaking news that we just pop up for because it won't stop. Get in that chat and be a part of all the fun.
Right. Well, and as we're getting a video package hyping this all up, I know you mentioned, and we're talking about this with the wrestling media and everything before, and they won't ask the real questions and everything. If you want the wrestling media to actually ask the real questions, that's why you help us grow to where we can get the media passes. And then you can see that beautiful bearded bastard there beside me out there, when they have Money in the Bank in Toronto, asking Triple H or CM Punk or Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns or Dwayne the hard questions. The facts that people really want to know, like, what's your favorite hockey team?
Yeah, right.
Why are they using like a fucking pop song for this?
Yeah, the music doesn't really fit the moment. Sounds like J-Lo doing a World Cup song.
Yeah. Where's Pitbull? We need Pitbull in this.
I wonder if the three faces might be Boa. Come on. What?
Oh, what a letdown.
Yeah.
You know what you should have gotten for this? If you're going to do a hype up for Trick, and especially if he was going to win the match tonight, if you could afford it, if you could do it, you're TKO. I believe in you. Get Terrence Howard to do the fucking hype up for Trick.
One day. That's
at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's a Mania moment.
WrestleMania debut. Terrence Howard and Anthony Anderson are going to be out there.
Yeah, you have Terrence Howard rolling out with the old caddy.
With the fucking shower cap on and everything, too.
It's about to be a breakup. Yeah, hang on tight.
They're even hyping up about them just challenging for the Dusty and all of that. So I don't think the idea of maybe Trick goes heel is an outlier here because Ilia is a babyface. Carmelo could be a babyface. Trick just goes heel and just
Trick can't go heel. Bro.
I'm the dominant champion. Fuck you all.
I don't think so. With all the hype,
and still cheer whoop that Trick.
As a heel, though, it's counterintuitive. I think that's like Jericho and Judas. Like
I was gonna say, they still cheer. They still say Judas.
Yeah, the creative on this company is a little smarter.
Yeah,
fair. I think this song was definitely on. This song was definitely an Ava decision. Yes.
It's not Good Charlotte or Newfound. Well, no, those are all probably past her time too. Even no Blink-182, nothing.
Right. Ilia for the win. No, a lot of people taking Ilia. Botch that trick. Whoop that trick. Ilia for the win. The three faces of Okada equals cardiac arrest. Elizabeth.
But I like this though. If we're having like the UFC kind of fighter walkouts here, if you're showing them coming out from the, and that everybody's getting the Goldberg entrance. They just don't have the security or the fucking cloud of smoke here.
Right? Yeah. You should have beat Eddie, to be honest. Oh, we're talking about Kingston. Ilia, the real dragon for the win.
Who you got, sir?
Trick.
I'll take Ilia.
Fair enough.
I think we get the turn tonight, and I think that's what cost Trick.
I'm kind of hoping we get the turn after he wins.
But if Carmelo's going to the main roster, that's the main
that's
roster
your send-off.
The main roster thing is fucking up my decisions on a lot of this, because if Carmelo screws him and then jumps to the main roster, so then just Trick just ignore it for a minute and then we come back to it, or does he chase him up there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, realistically, you know, Carmelo could cost this match. I mean, realistically, but I think it's give Trick his flowers and send Ilia up. Let's not forget, Ilia is bound to go up. Listen, you were supposed to get Brock Lesnar, Gunther was the rumor. I'll take Ilia, Gunther. Better match, better booking. Let's fucking go.
Fuck it. Fatal 4-way. Seth Rollins, Ilia, Drew, Gunther. Everybody gets a fucking chop. Everybody's in the pool.
Dragunov retains. Carmelo turns on Trick. Yeah, but you keep in mind, like, in the past with NXT, like, Sammy won and then KO turned on him. Gargano won, then Ciampa turned on him. It was always at the end of the show, not during the match. They left the matches alone. Not saying that's going to happen here, but I'm just saying there's a trend.
What could very much happen, it's interesting as this man's entrance is still fucking phenomenal. As I've got Ilia coming out, but where do you go with Ilia if he loses? Like, we all know one way or another where we assume that this
the way up.
So he goes up to,
yeah, why not?
Monday Night Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
I think he's a Raw guy. Like you said, well, you wanted him to pair with Gunther. I still liked your recent idea of he faces Gunther.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, I've said before. I mean, if you had him as part of Imperium to lead to the kind of the breakup and the demise, and eventually we get the match, fine. But if we right now, I mean, we're in Mania season. Bring him up and put him in. And let's go. Have Gunther come out and cut a promo how there's nobody left to beat, and here comes the Czar.
Oh, I did get excited just on that idea here.
Right. Great entrances. Look who's in the chat. The Temple Hunter. Trick for the win. Somebody just said, who was it that just said that HBK's booking is the shit? Because I 100% disagree with that comment. Was it Smile Mark? Was it?
I'm not sure.
Somebody said it and they're wrong. Just saying.
Whoever said it, just know that you are wrong.
Right. There you go. Trick taking 2 L's in one night might be a tough sell.
Yeah, if you set up the second L because he got screwed, I think people would be okay with it.
The problem with AEW is that, for example, WWE matches feel fun, but Tony Khan tries to make every match have a big fight feel. But no, I disagree with that. My problem is none of the matches feel big fight feel because they feel just thrown in. They're just random matches, like pull them out of the bingo tumbler, like, you know, who's up next? Like, that's my issue with what we're getting from AEW in 2024 is random matches that don't feel big.
The difference between WWE and AEW and why everybody's so mad about certain things with WWE right now is more of they're already looking at where we go from there. AEW is literally just how can we have a cool match and don't give a shit where we go from there.
Right. Oh, big chop. I agree. Oh, so CX. How do you dislike each? I don't know. I think Triple H has been, and like you keep saying, it's a consistent show. So
Right.
I've been a big fan of what HBK has been doing.
Absolutely. But did we drop it in the chat for the prediction?
Yes, we did. I'm about to close those predictions, folks. Last call.
KJ's got Trick. I've got Ilia. I think we both predict that there's going to be a Carmelo heel turn. It's just a matter of whether it's before the end of the match or after the end of the match.
Trick ain't ready. I think Trick could be a champ. He'd be fine.
I think that it always gets interesting with guys like this. Is it just the momentum got behind them and how will it last? Like, that's the question to me, is sustain that momentum. If you can sustain that momentum, that's different than you got hot for that moment. Because how many guys have we seen that have gotten hot for a moment?
Oh, wow.
And the second they do, the fans actually get what they want, or they just, there's a new flavor of the month, all of that, they just lose interest and they get dropped like a fucking bad habit.
Yeah, we got Juice, by the way. We got Juice.
Oh.
As Ilia is bloody already.
Is it Ilia, or is it, again, it's Trick because Trick busted his mouth open earlier in the night, Ilia's so nose. It could be that again.
Ilia's nose is busted open.
Well, stop hanging out with TK. Allegedly.
Is it really HBK or Regal booking since Regal's been back on TV? Yeah, no, it's HBK's baby right now, even with Regal around. Regal's probably helping a lot with the talent development and that kind of stuff, but this is HBK's baby.
Yeah, well, is it more Ava or is it more Regal? Has been the better question.
Fucking Ava.
Yeah, peace out, Temple, by the way. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, right. Ilia broke his nose. Ilia busted his nose. And his mouth is bleeding again. That also happened. So everybody bleeding.
But, does that not help already solidify this match as a slobber knocker? Excuse me.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you see the first few clotheslines and shit. Like, Ilia is so goddamn intense, man.
But even then, so you want to sell this. You're in the same ballpark as the UFC now. By the end of the first round, is there not somebody with a little nick, a little bruise, a little welt, a little bloody up, a little busted lip, and everything like that at the end of a fucking UFC fight?
Laid and stiff, my guy.
But stiff but safe. Pause. Yeah. I know that might be interesting things to say around that time of you can lay it in stiff and safe. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I agree. J-Dub's got a good theory as well. Trick versus Mello, stand and deliver main event. I love it.
But if you do it, and I feel like probably by that point, Mello's more aiming towards the main roster. You don't think that Trick, no one's predicting Mello to win that match, I would say.
No, I wouldn't. That would be like the put over goodbye match. That would be Mello's. Like we see what we just got with Dragon Lee, right? Like Dragon Lee's been up and down for about 3-4 months. I think Carmelo might go up now, but still kind of do that back and forth like we've seen so many of the wrestlers do.
Right. Sorry.
Ref got black gloves on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you can very much see Trick's got, Christ, he's hooking up out here. He's got bloody ass mouth. He damn near got bloodshot eyes. He's got blood dripping down his chest and everything. This is already, like I said, it's not John Moxley of we've got to, already have gigged ourselves and be bleeding, the crimson mask. But no, it's what you would believe would actually happen if two guys were in a fight and where somebody would get busted open. You bust open your mouth, you broke open your nose, all of that. That's what would actually happen in a fucking fight. Not I saw all of a sudden gig myself because of a punch and I've got a crimson mask.
Yeah. Do you know what Ilia does really well? Is that like drunken bar guy, like that is just staggering with the bloody face of, oh, here we go.
He's a weeble wobble. They weeble and they wobble, but they'll never fall down.
Oh, stare down between Carmelo and Ilia. Ilia might
Well,
have
there's
broken
the
his nose.
history between them too, because remember they fought over the title,
Looks like a real fight to me.
right?
Trick got busted up in the tag match. Wound reopened and Ilia got popped. Yeah, it legit looks like Ilia might have broken his nose. The way it's like
Right.
on the crack on the bridge.
Sorry.
I was just gonna read that. It was making me laugh.
Blood makes any match 2 times more hype. Bloodlust, yes.
You sadist.
I mean, Christ, that's what gets death matches over.
Yeah, really.
Eddie is saying Awesome Truth should win tag titles at WrestleMania.
They
I'm
might.
for it. I'm for it.
I really think they might. Like it feels like they're heading that way, Nick.
Bigger baby face in pro wrestling right now, Cody Rhodes or Ron Killings?
Nobody's a bigger baby face than Cody Rhodes. Nobody.
I don't know.
No, it's not even close, dude. After all this shit this weekend, there's not even a close second. Cody is miles ahead of everybody.
And Cody came out and said, give R-Truth the belt.
Nobody. Not even close. Shout out to Truth. But there's no, like we talked about this.
Did you see though that he came out and said, I want a shot at the belt? Like he wants to run with it, and I'm kind of here for it.
I think if you could do it, oh, that was clunky as well. Ooh. Trick is getting whooped.
Has this been a little bit of the night of good matches hindered by, I don't know if it's sloppy or overexcitement that you're too far into thing? Like you rush through a thing and you don't hit it correctly.
I think with the exception of the opening tag match, I don't feel like there's been I think most of the matches have been kind of course corrected beyond that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like, yeah, I think we're okay. I don't think it's been a sloppy night. I think that opening match had a ton of botches though.
But we haven't.
Oh,
I don't think we've had a match that we haven't pointed out a botch though.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Was there a lot of botches in the women's match?
That one
Gacy, Dijak, not really. I didn't pay attention really to the 6-man tag, so that could have happened.
The 6-man tag had its moments. I think the women's tag was probably arguably the best match of the night so far, respectfully.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that match. Oh,
powerbomb. Oh, yeah, he, like you said right there, he's just literally had one too many of due to the stanky leg, due to the stanky leg. Dude, the stone leg, since he's Russian.
I feel like Ilia is the most intense person in all of wrestling. Just everything he does is intense.
He looks like every Russian villain in every Bond movie.
Right?
Like what you would anticipate as angry Russian villain is Ilia Dragunov.
Right. The H-bomb blocked into a code breaker, and Carmelo looks happy as shit. Is this a new thing under Peacock? I think it's accidental blood, accidental color, right? Like I don't see many wrestlers gigging themselves, like you said.
Well, I think that they're not going to do anything when it comes to WWE if they're going to do a blade job or anything like that. But I think they're going to acknowledge, like, if it actually happens and everything, like, especially we've talked about if when they go to NXT, does it become to where they allow more of the TV 14 and they go back to the TVMA? Do they have a little bit more of, they allow adult more, more adult angles and all of that? Or at least
when you're not relying on that advertising dollar as much, right?
Yeah, well, let's not forget we're a couple months removed to where they'd have blood and then they just cut to black and white the second. Like we'd be watching this whole match. Like I like to sing about the sun and the moon and the spring because it'd be all in black and white right now.
Right. The crowd behind Trick. Oh, nice arm drag.
JJ Dot, we want Raw.
Constantine special. I like that.
Who said that? What?
Oh, Oh, Vic Johnson.
Oh,
Joseph Johnson.
well, yeah. Again, I guess I think we haven't really mentioned it, but by the way, Booker's not there because he had a medical procedure recently, so he's not able to make it there. But so we've got Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett there.
Yes. But this match is cooking, folks, and the crowd into it. We're a lot of trick chants, which again, Ilia has been a strong babyface champion. So, woo! I got the Niners.
Just throwing hands.
I'm with you, AJ.
Oh, I'm torn. I mean, granted, let's not talk about what happened the last time shortly thereafter of we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit after that, the world shut down.
Yeah, man. Ilia up over top and just kissed the apron on the way by. Yeah, the crowd wants Trick, dude. Like, this is so a little surprising because, like, you know, Ilia doesn't lack fanfare.
Yeah, but I still think this is where we're gonna set up to that. You want it. So the minute I pull the rug out from underneath you, boom, you get the huge just, oh my God, I can't believe you did that.
Right.
Is he about to hit a rock bottom off the apron? Oh
my God, that looked disgusting.
Neither man jumped. How did neither man jump on a fall?
Oh, fucking Ilia bounced.
They just leave.
Shucky ducky. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Taking the chefs. I like that.
You got a simmer saute on that pick.
JJ Red Dot. We'll talk about the main event right now, but if you go back to our last, 60%. No.
Oh! He took out the bad knee. Dissension, dismountness, terrible hindrance. Oh my God, I didn't know. But this plays perfectly enough. Again, you carried on. I never meant to do it. He shoved me. He did it. He's the bad guy. Blame him, not me.
I didn't mean to, bro. My bad. As he hits a chop block.
But now when Trick fires out of this, it's going to be a fucking blow the roof off.
Yeah, what if he doesn't? Oh! Zigzag! KJ's face said it all. Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh. He hit the H-bomb on Ilia. One.
A trick bomb.
Two count.
A trick bomb.
He's Trick James, bitch.
Still the best. This man is a mellow hater. How was there no DQ? Because Carmelo never made contact with Ilia. Technically, he hit Trick, but it was, collateral damage.
Never saw any of it, anyways.
Oh, I thought the ref was right there.
I thought the ref was looking at Trick, but I could be wrong.
Oh, he stumbled because of the knee. Boo.
Powerbomb.
Shuck that man.
H-bomb.
It's over. That's it. It's all Melo's fault.
I was going to say, and they even say Carmelo Hayes knows it. He's got that just sick look in his stomach as Trick's fighting out. What the fuck how did we just flop like a fish fucking that we just pulled up on shore here with this?
Oh.
Grab something, you fuck. Carmelo, sit there instead of just looking like well, this was about to happen.
And that's it. An H-bomb from the second row.
Two count.
He kicked out, ladies and gentlemen. The Trick is alive.
And he's smiling. I feel like I'm Jim Ross right now, and he's smiling. This fucking the
crowd is going wild.
Discus kick. 1, 2, 2.
Oh, 2 3/4. 2 3/4.
2.
The czar is not done.
2.
Listen, they're yanking us along, folks. Doesn't matter how this match ends now. It's been good.
Oh, ref bump.
We got the ref bump.
Oh, Carmelo's
Son of a bitch.
God damn it. Trick knee.
Trick knee. Son of a bitch.
Nobody's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Fucking
6,
Mello.
7, 8, 9. 1, new ref, 2. 2 go.
Ilia says
they had the new ref on standby that just dolphin slid like a motherfucker in there.
He's sliding into home.
Right.
Oh.
Now is Carmelo gonna get all twisted and act like he meant to do this? Or
yeah, but look, Mello's a problem here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, got him. Big knee from Ilia.
Oh, they're edgy.
H-bomb.
Oh, stop it.
Don't do it. Not this way. Not here. Like, you've built it up this well. This would be a flat finish.
Real blood.
Oh, he's going to send him up. As we're getting whooped that trick.
They're hoping. And listen, like I said, fuck, this is crazy.
Roll through 1, 2, 3. That's where I feel like we're going to go here. Small package 1, 2, 3 here. Come on.
No way.
Come on.
H-bomb from the top.
H-bomb, knees up.
Knees up. Knees up.
I told you.
Get him. Get him.
He's standing right in the corner. Well, help, motherfucker.
Oh,
Trick
Mello.
firing up.
I'm going to fight Mello in a second. Like, get out of here, bro.
Right. Do something, you shitty friend. Oh!
What a collision!
Wow! Wow! They collide mid-ring. The trick knee meets the fucking European uppercut mid-ring, and Ilia gets the better of the exchange. Falls on top of Trick and 1, 2. The fucking fan is with the perm, with the waves, my guy. Shout out to that fan out there, looking like Lando Calrissian out there with the waves. Just no.
Now I actually think Trick might turn on Carmelo, kick him in the head, and everybody cheers.
It's literally just fuck you.
Sick of your shit.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Yeah, facts, Brother Fluff, is Trick asked him to be there. It's Trick's fault.
Yeah.
Damian 6-0, 4-2. I'm going to have to verify some of these. Hell of a match. That was a great match. Edge of your seat.
Right.
Really solid false finishes. And even the ending, I thought, was done really well. Like, I didn't expect the pin to happen when it did.
Absolutely. Well, like Russian said here, normally he's out here trolling, but even he appreciated it of saying modern day slobber knocker, 100%.
H-bomb from the top, blocked by the knee. Yeah, Ilia can go, man. I'm looking forward to what he does in the main roster, but he hits like the back elbow, hidden blade kind of. What a match.
But does this now jump Trick and Mello clearly to the main roster?
I don't know.
Until we go off the air, I won't believe anything.
No, if I was Trick, I'd kick Mello right in the face.
Just you. He's crying.
I would.
It's you and me, dog. So we got the lower third. This can't be the way you end this.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
They've built it for so long. He's walking behind him. He's giving him the side eye, and he's getting the little demon. Me, there it is. Come out, Trick. I told you.
Carmelo turns. And like I said, it would be after the match. I just thought Trick might win.
Right. But even Vic Joseph instantly, why?
And we're sticking around. Look, the live little bubble comes back up. Ladies and gentlemen.
And Carmelo's just out here with the swag now. Takes off the jacket, about to grab a chair here and just about to literally whoop that Trick.
Yeah. I was so ready to have the debate with you of this not happening and going off the air, being like, they're telling a story, bro. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Well, at least we got the turn. We got the turn.
Finally, though. Finally, we pulled the Band-Aid off.
5-1, my mistake.
As so, Carmelo's just going after his knee, but he's also going after kind of the wrong knee. But yeah. Now just chair shot after chair shot after chair shot on the knee on to Trick. He's literally whooping that Trick.
Damn it. Damn it all to hell.
Right.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. This goddamn bastard. You sick son of a bitch.
We need JR back, man. Come on.
Why, man. Damn it? What? Well, his contract's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You get JR to do who? What was it? Freddie Blassie when he did the the hype up videos for all like the pay-per-views and everything. You get JR to do that instead. Chills, my guy. We'll pay you, JR, handsomely to just cut one promo a month.
Right. Mello, a heel on the main roster now too. Yeah, technically he could transition that
as
way.
He's doing his best. Adam Cole is sitting down and look at him. Hey, this is what Adam Cole should have done to MJF.
Because he had to sit down. It would have worked. Right. Welcome back, heel Mello. Yeah, I like heel Mello. So this is good. F you, Mello.
That's even a cool little move there. He stood up and he managed to kick the chair out of his way with his own heel. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but yeah.
Yeah. And they got a bad habit of playing with that lower third now. That placard is a red herring every night.
That's what makes it great, though, because every time that they pull it up, it's like the end credits on a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Literally, like I said, you were very much like I was ready to defend of like, it's okay. And then, all right, okay, they did it. So thank God.
One of our biggest moments here was when they had the lower third, and then all of a sudden, look in my eyes, what do you see?
You should have known, says Carmelo. We did, Mello.
We did. We were just waiting.
You played me like this. You played me like this.
Now, do you do that this way of you sell the knee, you give some time to where Trick is written off, and you have Carmelo on the main roster. He establishes himself. Maybe this is your launching point for Carmelo as a heel. Trick takes some time off. Then when he comes back on the main roster, you have Trick show up. But then again, do you lose the momentum with the whoop that Trick?
I don't know. I don't see them sitting him out too long, but they definitely made a case where he's not coming back next week.
Right.
Mello did have those beady eyes. Damn, dude. Skittle wants cranium, like head chair shots. Bring him back.
No.
Worst
CTE is a thing.
What?
When you were talking about cranium headshots, I said CTE is a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was my first thought. Worst event ever in WWE because none have never. I'll leave that with you. Boo, I don't like it at all. NXT Carmelo Hayes or AEW Ricky Starks. I like Starks better.
I'll just for the sake of being difficult say Carmelo then. But
there you go.
Yeah, I think they're pretty even. But yeah, worst event ever? Like
no.
Ladies
and gentlemen, that is the end of NXT tonight. For my money, that was a great show. But we will take your ratings out of 10. Curious what the folks think. We take a rating out of 10 for all the shows and we are back at it tomorrow. So let us know what you think and why you feel the way you feel.
What do you want to give it, sir? What do you give it?
I'm giving that show a solid. I'm definitely going an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a solid show. I'll take a couple marks off for some sloppiness in the beginning, but I thought the women's match cooked. I really enjoyed it. The main event was fire. Dijak and Gacy was fun. The tag match, as sloppy as it was, or as clunky as it was, I thought it was still fun and a really well done match. Just the guys were running way too fast. Ask Braun and his forehead.
Yeah, we're really excited for it. I like that it was interesting enough bookend by the whole story of it. Started with the Trick Mello story and it ended with the Trick Mello story.
Yeah. And I think you and I said that at the beginning. It was going to be the night of that, right?
Mm-hmm. I could give it a 7.5.
Okay.
I think that would be warranted. I'll agree with you on an 8. It was still a really good match. It was still a really good show. We had our good moments, like the Lola Vice getting involved and pulling a Seth Rollins in the middle of Lyra and Roxanne was great.
Yeah.
Oba Femi, we knew what that was going to be, but it was still a showing out party for Oba. The title match was still, there was nothing really bad about any of these matches outside of they had their few kind of slip ups, their hiccups and everything like that. But still, overall, good match. Good matches, good show. And now it's going to be interesting if we finally pull the Band-Aid off between Trick and Carmelo.
Yeah. I think it leads to Stand and Deliver, King Ace here. Yeah, I think that's what this, you have some time to write the story where Mello's knees hurting. Trick's knees hurting, but it builds to a match at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, I think that's the payoff. Well, you even mentioned it earlier. Could they do that match, but just it would have been Trick as champion defending the title?
That's I kind of hoped for that, but I mean that's what the company's supposed to do, is make us hope, make us believe. We heard the live crowd; they were losing their mind, and they wanted Trick to win so bad, and they love Ilia. That's the thing. That's what was, I thought, really great about it. Was
the only heel in this match was the guy who wasn't supposed to be a heel with Carmelo.
Right. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that pay-per-view. It's been, I mean, we're in February now. It was a really good pay-per-view. It leaves me real going to bed happy tonight.
Right.
That was just the calendar section. 0 to 10 saw Ava's face. Ouch.
Don't worry. Well, you can counteract that with buying a Chase U calendar.
There you go. 7.5 out of 10. The 6-man held me back. Well, go ahead.
No, finish your point because mine's irrelevant.
No, I just thought the 6-man wasn't bad. It just, I wasn't into it. But they didn't have a bad match. It was what it was.
That was a good NXT match. It wasn't a great pay-per-view match. That was a match that was a palate cleanser after having that area might arguably be the weakest of the show, respectfully with Gacy and Dijak and all that. Like, they still did their things, but I don't know. There was nothing super compelling either way. Like, that would have been a really great episode of NXT right there. I don't know if it warranted pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should have done the 6-man 2 weeks ago instead of fucking around with all these vignettes. And then we had the tag match payoff tonight.
Right. On a side note, I was going to ask, so who actually owns a physical calendar anymore, though? That's what they're selling, is a physical calendar. Who owns one? I see them all the time on all the little side stanchions and everything like that. The little displays at Walmart and everything of you can get, this NBA, calendar, this and that. You actually own a physical calendar, motherfucker?
I have one of the desktop. I'm old school, so I got to put my all the wrestling we cover on a piece of paper so I can see it.
Man's ultra old school. I got to read it.
I'm old, dude. I got a fucking chisel out here.
Fred Flintstone out there.
Fuego de Sol made its GCW. Good for Fuego. I haven't heard his name in a long time. How's it going to go for Raw fans that they did not watch Mello turn? Interesting question. I mean, again, I think the story between Mello and Trick plays out here, right? Like you go to Stand and Deliver, and as they transition, it is what it is.
Yeah, I questioned with that comment of relevancy, sir.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going that way with it.
Yeah, interesting.
And to say that people don't try and act like people don't watch NXT, that watch main roster shows. Look at the reaction for Trick when he showed up on SmackDown to save Carmelo. So I saw what you were trying to do there, Unbroken, but again, I question relevancy, sir.
Yeah, I hear you for sure. 8 out of 10. I see Unbroken's rating, but I'll let that one slide. Don't need to click on it. Hello, bros. What's up, Nutella? 6 and
Are you on some toast?
Boston, are you just in a bad mood? 6.5? Really? Okay.
Man, it's just angry, no Trick.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's fair.
Nail that
7.
man 0 out of 10 because what? Because Mello something.
Mello is the HBK to Trick's Genetti. I don't know, man. That's a tough shout because they both good. Trick's no Genetti.
No. Yeah, no, there was somebody that you clicked on that had a 0 out of 10. Oh, 0 out of 10 because of Mello's heel turn.
Oh, no. We knew it was coming. I don't understand.
What are you mad about?
Yeah, we were waiting for it.
You should have seen it coming. We all did. We were waiting for it. Whew. My mother loves calendars. Hey, well, and then MDB saying my mother had a 2024 calendar. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. And
all
I got calendars of your mama's.
And I'm not going to say anything to be respectful to people's mothers.
That's what I'm saying. And I got a calendar of your mama's. No,
we have a your mom calendar.
Your mama calendar. NXT needs to cut down the segments and more wrestling. All right, that's not really specific to this eve.
Sorry, I just popped myself because I was thinking of, well, no, because you make the whole joke about, South Harmon and all of that, of ask me about my calendar.
Got a WWE calendar. That was a Christmas.
Is it Chase you?
All right, folks. We are heading towards the end of this beautiful stream tonight. A really fun one for us, and maybe we get caught up in just enjoying our what we do, and then so we think high of the shows. But I mean, I thought tonight cooked. NXT isn't hitting lately for me, man. I wasn't that entertained by this show. Were you not entertained? I don't know. Well, there was
we did mention earlier that NXT's been on a little bit of a backslide here. Like its weekly shows have been on a backslide.
Yeah, but that has irrelevant. Like to me, that's irrelevant about tonight because, like, Trick Ilia at the end. That was a fucking great match. Gacy Dijak was pretty good. If you weren't
going in, then
yeah, but that's irrelevant. Like I can't rate the show based on not being like. Again, I got to rate it for what they put in front of me. Like it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the show itself delivered. Yeah, I mean, their weekly show, we kind of gave it a lot of shit this week because it was just a mess. But I really thought tonight's been, and again, I'm not saying you're wrong, Boston. I just really thought they delivered a really solid show tonight.
He's not saying you're wrong. He just says he strongly disagrees with you.
Right? Like, I get it. I didn't like Tuesday, but I really enjoyed tonight. And there are some moments there, but I thought they opened with a ton of energy, maybe too much energy. I thought the women's, I think other than that 6-man tag, I thought tonight cooked real well.
It was a good show, not great. I'll say that.
I thought it was great. I'm going there.
Okay.
I thought it was a great show. I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot of pay-per-views that 85% of the show was entertaining. Like 90% of the show was entertaining. Like what was like, what did they miss? I thought they killed it.
Well, like I said, I could have leaned toward a 7.5. I matched you at an 8. So like I said, I think we're still in the same ballpark. I was not as favorable towards it as you were, but to go 6.5 to go like real there, like unless you just already were not going into it liking it, I don't know how you got there.
Yeah, and again, like everyone teach their own. I like to give credit where it was due, and I felt like tonight, like most of the night, we were pretty jazzed and pretty into what they were delivering. KJ, what was the vignette for Vengeance Day? Was Jacob Fatu? I saw a lot of people banting this around that Jacob Fatu was the vignette tonight.
The random faces is now just the Samoan werewolf.
Maybe. I have no idea. It's up in the air, man. Like all I know is it's got
honestly, the most believable thing to me that you brought up, or like that anyone's brought up about that whole thing, was when you came back after a pause. Was like, apparently it's in ancient Japanese proverb and everything. It was like, oh, interesting. But
Tama versus Oba Femi.
Oh, I still don't even know if we. I was almost going to give you the credit if we get Okada in NXT.
Okada, could you imagine? I'd be shocked. I just threw that out there.
It fits into the fucking spooky anime shit that Nakamura is doing. So there you go.
There you go. The only matches that killed for me tonight was the main event and the women's match once it became a triple threat. The rest was meh or full of botches. So that's my reason for a 6.5. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I'll give you points on that. I guess I'd ask you to meet us at least a 7, but
no, I mean, again, my opinion tonight was different. Like there a lot of what we got outside of the 6-person tag, which even that I didn't think was a bad match. I was kind of like, all right, they're doing big moves, they did stuff, but I didn't care. That was like that's my fault. Like, I mean, I didn't care. Doesn't mean they didn't put on a decent match. The opening match being botchy didn't take away from the match actually turning out all right. It was just sloppy.
I think I'm just in the middle of you two of like that. I noticed that there was a lot of like sloppy action, but I think it was everybody was just so excited and just we're going fucking at 1,000 instead of 100, and maybe then we could hit it at 100 instead of 1,000.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they did have fantastic matches, but there were also moments to where they pulled you out because they kind of fucked up. But so. Yeah. I know you forgive that a bit more, and you were more that side, and I know Boston's more of like that's what he leaned on. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm trying to take the Goldilocks approach here.
Yeah, I'm not judging this like I'm the Russian figure skate judge. Like I'm literally.
You're not Meltzer. This is this a 3.5-star pay-per-view for you.
Yeah, right. But again, it for NXT, I thought it did well. That's how I'm going to put it. What's up, Heather? How you doing? It was miles better than AEW, so that's good. I'll take that. All right, we're good.
Well, I'm still questioning Richard here of, have y'all seen the Rossi news? Even Tiny Khan responded.
What? No, and what?
On all of that. What?
Please, sir, can we have some more?
Please. English. Me fail English, that's impossible.
Jacob Fatu is a free agent, and MLW is pre-taped like well in advance. So that could have been taped in December. For all we know.
Facts.
I'm still thinking Okada. All right, folks, last call. We're going to shut her down because we got to come back and do this tomorrow. We got so much coming your way.
Sorry, I was just laughing at Unbroken talking about Bear Tree there.
Where? I missed it.
Oh, what happened to what's his name? Tree hugging guy. Trey Bearhill.
He's still there, I think. I don't know, man. They might want to repackage that dude and come up with a plan. And I'm not even, I don't know. It just hasn't got off the ground very well.
I never knew Post Malone fucking was native.
There's jokes, but I can't make them.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap this one up. Or else they're going to just keep talking to us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Remember, we're here all week long, pretty much 7 days a week for the next bunch of weeks. So strap in, strap on. Thank you for tonight. 100 plus again. Be a friend, tell a friend. Click all our links. Go get some merch. And Boston, cheer up.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
See you on the flip side. We got a bull match tomorrow. Let's go.